Because you're Fibby's little girl. Fucking nut. Fibby's love child instead of love child, mob child. Mob child, born in misery. No, fib child, born in fibbery.
Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism.
Fair use, disclaimer. This is not for bullying or nothing like that. We are showing a psychotic man doing psychotic things. God bless everybody.
Comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Dealing with a couple of these guys.
We're gonna let a few people get in before we get when Fibby loved Joey. Fibby's courtroom stalking, bragging, and Fibby also's got a love child. Fibby's got a love child. I don't believe it. Fibby's lying. This very much concerns me. We're gonna get into why it concerns me about Fibby's mob child. Okay, mob child, born in Fibbery. Mob child, your daddy's a lying red freaky. Okay, what's up, Kelly? John, how's it going? How's it going, John? Ian! Jason, Jay, what's going down? Kirk, beers and cigars, not beers and cigarettes. Beers and cigars. What's going down? Yes, we're looking at Fibby Vario right here. Big gangster, terrifying human being. He gets the word from Pierre, and it's clippings and whackings all day long. I just got out of fucking work, fed the dog. Go eat your food. Go eat your food, pal. Good boy. Good little poochie. Good poochie. We don't want to make Chicky jealous. Minnie the Moocher. What's going down? My eternal favorite boomer. What's up, Minnie the Moocher? My hero. Minnie the Moocher is my spirit animal, okay? Is my spirit animal. God bless the Moocher. Ken Kenneth from Connecticut. What's going on, my fellow New Englander? Benedict Donald is from your state. He betrayed us, but he was still a brave man. Not a coward, but yes, a traitor. Yes, a traitor. Texas Joshy, it's always bigger in Texas. God bless Texas. What's going on, Josh? You fucking rebel. No, I'm only kidding. Yanks for life. We got a Yankee and a rebel in here. You better not have no civil war in my fucking chat. If I see Grant and Lee fighting over here, it's going to be a big fucking problem, guys. I'm only kidding. We're going to get into a lot of weird Fibonacci stuff, okay? Let me share this on my other channel. Hold on. Forgot to share. We got some crazy when Fibby loved Joey, and we got mob child, born in misery. Mob child. It's not even real. Yes. Let me share this out. Oh, hold on a second. I'm on my block channel. And Fibby, you going to strike this, Fibby? You going to try to strike it, Fibby? I hope you do, Fibby. I got a little screenshot to set in. And Fibby's been losing a lot of those copyright strikes lately, Fib. It's only a matter of time for your channel goes down, down, Fibby, down, down like Pierre. You're going to go down on Pierre, Fibby. It's going to go it's going to go down like Pierre and fucking Pierre and Fago in Fibby's room, 12:30 at night. Oh, I heard my voice. Don't want to hear my voice. Voice is cringy. Voice is Arnold Horseshack. Voice is Nerds of the Month. Mailman Nick, what's up, man? WOC, what's going on? Twisted Tea, what's going on? I love those flowers. Great flowers. Make sure you give Twisted Tea a sub. And give the Texans a sub. Watch of Crazy. Give her a sub. Who else is in here? Mailman Nick, the Chicago people. Make sure you give the Chi-Town guys a sub. Hit live now. We got some funny ones today. And why does it concern me with Fibby making up this I have a daughter? Because every time it's always CP stuff, right? It's always CP. We're going to watch Fibby say just some crazy stuff. And if you're a Fibbyologist like myself, I learned from the best. Shout out to Batters and Jane, my teachers. Jane and Batters were Mr. Miyagi, and I was Daniel's son. I went to college for many years to be a great in Fibonacci. The Fibonacci stuff was very hard to get through, but I plugged through and I got through it. I became one MRH, my bro. What's going on? Crew, what's going on? The architects, yeah. What's going down, brother? Atlas Unchanged, hail the Serbs. Hail the mighty Serbs. Montauk, my brother. How's it going? I'm just sharing this on a few of my channels because we're not on the OG original channel. Because Fibby likes striking. Fibby lost his strike, though. But I fucked up on some other things. So we'll be back on the 12th to 13th. But Fibby loved Joey. This is now in this one, Fibby's going to paint you a picture that he's not a reporter, that he was welcomed. Kelly the brunette, what's going on? That he was welcomed into the courtroom as a friend and a trusted comrade in arms. It gets better. And we might play a little bit of Fibby wanting to kill unalive. Fibby wanting to unalive the stepmom. We might play a little bit of that, but we got maybe some Fibbin's greatest hits, but this one is just classic. Let me just share it out one more time. Then we'll rock and roll is here to stay. It will never die. Fibby will always lie this way. I don't even know why, right? But let's just go because I can't rhyme things. I'm not that bright. I hit my head when I was younger. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on my mother for not buying me fucking tricycles. Okay, I tried to ride a big boy bike. Didn't fucking work. Renee, what's going on? Hail to the great kids. Hail to the fucking angels out there. Give my love to the children. Hey, teacher. I'm Hey for Teacher. Give Hey for Teacher a fucking sub. Give Hey for Teacher a sub. I wish my baddies and my Jane would come back around. I don't know what happened to them. I believe Jane was arrested in Europe for stealing a candy bar. That's a joke. Shout out to Jane and baddies for teaching me. Those are my Mr. Miyagis. But we took over. The Fibby fam and MRE teamed up. We linked up like we formed like Voltron. And we took over from the great Miyagis, the Miyagi twins. Shout out to Jane and Batters, the true Fibbyologists, the ones who started Fibbyology. Then we took it and we morphed it together into the Fibbyverse, which we have here. Many people are interested in the Fibby world. Fibby's an interesting lying type of guy. All right, let's get into this one. This is Fibby's addressing the trolls in 2018. This is at the height of his Joey love. Hey, Joey Cup, fill me up in my dreams, and then you let me down. And I'm all around, and then worst of all, Pierre never called back when Fago said he did. Okay, let's get into it and stop me singing like a moron over here. I sound like a stuttering fool. But you know what? I don't look as stupid as this guy. Yes, this guy. This guy. Kirk, what's going on, bro? I agree. The energy is good today. Maybe someone head will go through the window. Fibby's putting heads through windows. Yeah, he's crazy. But this is Fibby addressing the trolls in 2018. This kid's always been a little coos, a little crybaby. Trolls are bothering me. Well, maybe if you didn't lie all the time, and they're not trolls. They're people that are calling you out on your bullshit. Right? Now, if you hear him talk about Joey today, like now he's Team Rat. Over here, he's going to threaten the rat. Leave Joey alone, you little mice. Leave Joey alone, you little mousy people. But now he hates him, and he's formed like Voltron with Team Rat-a-tat-tat, because Gene Borello never hesitated to put a girlfriend on her back, right? He beats him all the time, but he loves Genie Boy. Hootie on the rise. You hear Hootie blew up like the World Trade Center. He's fucking huge. That's their team. And never forget Rat Recon Boy, little soy boy on the low. Little soy boy on the low. Shout out to Gunsmoke, little soy boy on the low. Filming shit for the Rat Squad. All right. Let's get into Fibby right here. Fibby addressing the trolls in 2018 that he is Joey's friend and he is part of the team.
They pretend and that's okay. They're entitled to be loyal to the people they hang out with, which are rats. They're entitled to be loyal to those pukes all day long. I don't give a shit. But when you do things like you take pictures off my website with my daughter and you put pedophile on it, believe me, that's taking it.
Whoa. Number one, why would you put a picture of it? He doesn't have a daughter anyways. I don't know where this fictitious child, mob child, love child, made up in Fibby's head, love child, was never even born. Who the hell even knows, right? Like what? And remember, how many people does he accuse of being either child molesters or sending him CP? How many people heard Fibby say that Jarrett Ham, Jane, and Joe Batters would send him CP, which is bullshit. They'd all be in jail, man. They'd all be locked the fuck up. Hev, what's going on? They would be in jail. How many times have you heard that from the Fibster? Redita, what's going down? Peter, how's it going? I should give Redita a sub, right? How many times have you heard Fibby accuse people of, Lisa, what's going down? Of sending people, they're sending me CP and bestiality. There's a lot of projection from this sick guy. And I'm going to get serious here for a minute. He might be a weirdo, right? Making up the stories with grandpa urinating in car. Oh, the flag of St. George. God bless England. God bless England. Shout out to England. How many times we've heard him make up these weird stories? He's just a creepy dude. And now he's got a kid. Number one, why would you put a picture of you and your daughter? Or you don't even have one. Let's say he just he took a fake picture of some little girl and put it on his website. Why would you even do that, right? Think about that. Your website is about you talking about Mafia history. So gay and cringe. Why would you put a picture of a little girl up there, right? Isn't that weird? Number one, it never even happened. I don't think he never put no picture of him and a little girl up there. It's sick. Really sick. He said that. Then he's always accusing people of that. Watch out for those people. Always accusing people of weird stuff like that. Let's hear that again.
When you do things like you take pictures off my website with my daughter and you put pedophile on it, believe me, that's taking it too far. Family continue.
I don't believe that. I don't believe nobody did that. I don't believe it. Number one. Number two, you don't even have a daughter. Where is this love child? Where is this mob child born in Fibby? Where is this child? This don't exist. What kind of sick dude? Like he probably had a crush on a woman with a kid, right? He probably said hi to her 3 times, and all of a sudden that kid's his. Fucking cuckery, man. Just weird stuff. Let's go on with the Fib. So tell us all about it, Fib.
Things like you take pictures off my website with my daughter and you put pedophile on it, believe me, that's taking it too far. Family continue to
Yes, it is, but I just don't believe that.
harass people. This is what they do. And they're nobody. They're guys that sit at home on the computer because they got nothing better to do and they stir shit.
Why don't you show the screenshot? Show some receipts of what these evil trolls did to you in 2018.
And that's okay. They're entitled to do that. But like I said, I didn't want to get off on a rabbit trail about that.
You mean go down a rabbit hole, you dunsky? You dunsky sitting in the corner with the dunce cap on. I don't want to go down that rabbit trail.
I'm just letting it be stated that I don't give a shit what they say. People are constantly coming to me, telling me. But the fact that they try.
Yes, you do. Wait a minute. I thought you've seen the pictures on your site. I thought you've seen the pictures of your website of them putting pictures of your child up, right? What a fucking weirdo. I don't care about what the troll. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, little strikey. Yes, you do, strikey. But you know what I have? I have your community posts calling for you to mass flag channels. Please try to strike this video. Please try to. Freak.
You go to like other mob pages to try to fucking start and say shit. Like, don't you guys realize that does
Now
nothing?
he's making this up. What's up, Scottish Deb? Now, Queen Amin, what's going on? I want you to notice what he's doing right here. Watch. He's making this up. He's making this up to brag about being friends with Joey and all the Philadelphia guys. Listen.
It be stated that I don't give a shit what they say. People are constantly coming to me, telling me. But the fact that they tried to go to like other mob pages to try to fucking start and say shit. Like, don't you guys realize?
Say some Pacific. They go to other mob pages to start and say shit. Like what?
That does nothing but make my show bigger.
Really?
You know?
Really?
It's retarded. And I'm not mentioning any names because.
Why not? And how does it make your show bigger? Your show's another failure. The Fibby channel gets more views than you do. A channel with 242 subscribers beats your 20,000 fake sub channel. You've destroyed your own YouTube career with lies on top of lies and French pies. Yeah, that is.
I'm not going to give them any fucking notoriety because they're nothing. They're garbage pails.
Boris, my brother. Hold on a minute. I wrench my boy up right there. The tide's turned, brother. We're winning. We're winning. The tide has turned. We are the champions. Balkanization, like I've always said. We bring them to their fucking knees.
Dwellers, they're nothing. And all they do is sit around and jerk off all over each other and write.
Once again, creepy talk from creepy little Fibbles. Tim, what's up, bro? Listen to this talk. Who always talks about this? Everything about him, right? How many times have I played him on here talking all this like phenoic talk with men doing things to each other? Listen to this phenoicery.
Dwellers, they're nothing. And all they do is sit around and jerk off all over each other and write gossip about other people. And none of them are men. They're all bitches and cowards. And that's the truth of it.
Isn't that some projection? He's got a channel called Mob Talk Radio where he makes up fictitious mob stories. Oh my God.
I've been well on record saying if any one of these pricks wants to call me and talk to me, I'd be more than happy to talk to them, but they don't.
Why would they want to talk to you? He's tried to pull this with me before. Why doesn't MRE call me and talk to me? Why won't MRE talk to me? Because I don't talk to degenerates. I don't talk to failures like yourself, rat lovers, flip-flopping fucking backs. I don't talk to people like yourself, right? Like, why don't they talk to me? Because they despise you. There's nothing to talk about. And all you want to do is try to pay people off. You can stick your money up your little arse.
I will also mention that they keep making these loose fucking threats.
Listen.
Now, here's the funny thing about
nobody's making threats to him and loose threats. He just wants to flex and go, come down and fight me in Philadelphia. I'm with Joey and his friends. Come fight me. This is in the heat. Remember, folks, this is in the heat of the passion. The times where Fibby is going to Philadelphia, sitting in people's fucking little bars and restaurants, trying to stalk and become friends with Philadelphia people. So he is in the height of his journey right now. This is 2018. He is also telling people behind the scenes his grandpa is Raymond Petriarca. He is in the height of his prime right now. This is Fibby in his prime. And listen to him gloat. Mickey Griggs, how's it going, bro?
Threats. I go to Philadelphia three times a month minimum.
Listen.
I always announce when I'm there. None of these cowards come out to see me. Why is that?
Who are these? Now, number one, who are these Philadelphia people calling you out to fight you anyways? He just wants to flex. I'm in Philadelphia. I go there 3 times a month. Isn't that weird? A guy who's not from Philadelphia. Like, what are you, a Fed, right? I just go down to Philadelphia and walk in people's stores and restaurants and try to befriend people from other states. What a fanboy. That's what a fanboy is in a truckler. They truckle up to people. They try to truckle up near you. They're sick. I go to Philadelphia 3 times a month. What a sick fucker. And that's why you stalked Joey at his trial. You went there as the reporter. The reporter.
Announce when I'm there. None of these cowards come out to see me. Why is that?
Because they don't accept.
Why is that? They say all this garbage about how Joey Merlino is a piece of shit and George Borghesi's a cocksucker, and they use all.
I'm sticking up for Joey because I'm such a great friend. I stick up for Joey. This is pathetic. Who's calling them? This makes no sense. This is all in his fictitious mind. For him to go on here and he's hoping Joey is like, wow, Fibby's sticking up for me. He really is not a reporter and he's a friend. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. I can see right through this shit.
Garbage about how Joey Merlino is a piece of shit and George Borghesi's a cocksucker, and they use all of these fucking phrases and all of these.
Stop dropping all these guys' names, you freak.
Awful fucking things, and they say about them, and they don't know them obviously, but yet they don't come out.
Neither do you, stalker. Going to somebody's trial, sitting in there and following them around like puppy dogs. Don't say you know them. That doesn't make you a friend. It makes you a sick stalker.
After me, they keep saying how I'm a bitch and I'm a pussy and all this kind of garbage.
Well, that's true, Fibby. That's a fact. We've seen you bend your knee to rippers, stolen valor people. You were nowhere. When your emergency contact was getting bullied and tortured by those sexual preds, what were you doing? When FBS was torturing your emergency contact, where were you? You were hiding under the bed, cuddling up to your little blanket like Linus from Charlie Brown. But there wasn't a blanket. It was Pierre.
I announce when I'm in Philly, and I announce where I'm at.
See, this is the whole point. See, that's if you guys know Fibby like I do, this is why he made the video. Nobody's threatening him and Joey. This is 2018. Beat them up. He did this video to say, I'm in Philadelphia all the time. I'm in Philadelphia. Come see me. I say where I am. This is weird.
And I announce where I'm at. And they never show up.
They never show up because they don't exist, Fibby. Man in the box. What's up, brother? New Orleans. What's up, man? Isn't this is sick. This is really sick. Jeffrey Loman, Petriarca Gotti the Fifth. What's going down? This is sick. This is all sickness.
Not a single one of them. I guess they're too busy weeping on Nicky Scarfo's fucking grave and jerking off on it.
What?
I think that's what they're probably doing. They repeat.
Oh, is he trying to portray that there's rival factions in Philadelphia fighting and they're threatening Fibby and Fibby wants to stick up for them and Fibby's going to fight them? What does he even mean by that? Why would you talk about masturbating on somebody's grave? Like, that is all degeneracy. Remember, everything from Fibby is toilet humor, farts, fart jokes, all weird stuff like that, right? Sword fighting, all weird Ricky Yoon innuendos. The projection is amazing with this kid. I know this guy better than he knows himself.
I sat at the trial. If you don't fucking believe that I sat there, ask around. If you know somebody in Philly, ask around. They'll tell you I was there.
As a reporter, you weren't invited there. You weren't invited there to, hey, come here for some support. You went there as a reporter, stalker, mob hump.
Look at my Twitter. Every day when I come out, I update everybody.
Also, this is when the trial was going on. This is at the height of Fibbydom. This is at the height of Fibbydom right here. He believes he's made it. He's finally made it, folks. He's sitting in a courtroom, and there in the courtroom is this Joey. Ha 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 ha. He's at the top of the mountain, on top of a mountain, all covered with cheese.
For all the bullshitters and the people are saying that, ask Dave Schratweiser if I was there. We had a nice little run-in. I was there. I watched the trial. I know what was true and what wasn't. So this idea.
But now he bashes and makes all kinds of weird stories up about Merlino and hates him, but he loved him back then. It's a typical girlfriend don't want to see boyfriend no more, or boyfriend don't want to see girlfriend no more, and they slander each other.
That people are spewing, oh, he wasn't there. He's just making shit up for Joey because he's a wannabe and all this. Are you fucking kidding?
That's so true. The projection that comes out of this kid. See, truths do come out. Truths come out at night. The truths come out at night. The truths come out at night, right? I'm not a wannabe. Dude, you are the epitome of a fucking wannabe weirdo, right? The epitome. If you look up wannabe weirdo, who are you going to see? You're going to see Jeffrey Lohman, the kid who made up a story that he was adopted because he wanted to hide his Jewish last name. He wanted to be Italian, so he took up Canarsie. Be proud of what you are, freak. You little shapeshifter. Boy, you throw all the negative stereotypes, you confirm every stereotype, kid. I should call you the stereotype kid. Wow, you little shapeshifter. Stealing names, right? What a sick little kid. What a sick puppy.
Me. I was there almost every fucking day with the exception of like a couple of days, and the actual day where they announced it was a mistrial, I wasn't there because I knew that's where it was heading and I had something different to do. So I don't know where these people...
You know how much money this loser spent going down to Philadelphia to watch these trials? How much money in gas and fucking paying them pay parking meters, and how much money do you think this loser spent? D-Dogs, what's up, Paulie, man? R.I.P. to Kaiser, man. How much money do you think he spent doing that? A lot of fucking money. A lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of personal anguish and hope and desire. He was hoping this is all going to pay off in the end because I'm going to befriend Joey. It shows him fucking seething, and he's disgusting. What a repulsive creature. What's up, Hev? James Simpson. Make sure you sub to James Simpson's channel and Hev's channel in New Orleans. Make sure you give him a sub.
Get that? Maybe it's jealousy. I don't know what it is, but I don't speak for anybody but
jealousy.
Me. Anything I say here, I'll say to you. That's it's straight. I'm not a jerk off. I'm not trying to play a tough guy. I'm not playing an act.
Really? You're not playing a tough? I was shot twice. I don't have to tell people. All right. He's not playing a tough guy. He's threatened. How many times have I played videos of him saying he was going to have Joey and Little Snuff unalived? He's going to go down there 6 deep. He's just an internet tough guy. That's why he's a psychotic internet tough guy, fucking drunk off iced tea. He's little Capri Suns. Right now, he's sitting in a little onesie, Indian style, in front of the TV with a Capri Sun. Right, just like the cable guy.
Who I am. You don't believe me? Ask around. Ask around.
Ask around.
You don't think I wasn't there. You don't think I haven't talked to anybody. I've never met anybody. Ask around.
Look what a try hard. I am cool. Guys, you don't believe I'm cool? Ask the kids in school. I'm cool. I have friends. Just ask around. Trust me, I have friends. Like he said in the beginning of the video, I don't care what you people think about me. I don't care what you think about me. Yes, you do. You wouldn't be doing some cringy shit like this, right? Just ask anybody. That's like me coming on here. I'm from Providence, man. Ask anyone. Just ask anybody. Like, give me a break, Fibbins. Try hard. Try harder. Part 3 without Bruce Willis.
have never met anybody, ask around.
Look, ask her.
And for the ones that say they did and you don't believe me, ask around. Ask around. If you don't think I wasn't there, you don't think I haven't talked to anybody, I've never met anybody, ask around.
Wow.
And for the ones that say they did and they heard this and that, they're lying. They're full of shit.
Well, let's take your words, Fibby. You said at the court trial, a guy hung you over a balcony. He hung me over the balcony 10 floors down. Then other times he said the guy said, I've killed 27 people before, and I buried one behind the place over there on Seton Street, and I'll kill you too, right in the courtroom in the federal courthouse. Give me a fucking break. You are a sick. Yeah, the Mazzone guy. He tried to kill me. He hung me over a balcony. This kid is such a stalker. What he would do to those guys is if any of them owned a restaurant, a pub, anything like that, he would go there and plant his repulsive little ass. He would put his bruised up little ass that Pierre and Fago beat up all night on the little bench until somebody said, are you hungry or do you want to order something? And he would look at him with those big, goofy eyes and go, I'm your friend. Are you my friend? And they're best friends.
Not even close to being truthful. Every once in a while, it kind of bends me the wrong way. Not because I have
Wait, did he just say Pierre probably bends in the wrong way? Well, he's playing naked Twister all the time in the parlor, Fibby.
To defend myself, because I really don't. But I think when people intentionally try to lie and people try to intentionally make up shit, that's a kind of...
That's right. Queen of Man said they thought he was probably homeless. Well, he was. Remember when he was homeless? Do you remember the homeless stream? I think we can find that in the Fibby fam. If Fibby fam's out there, I bet we can find that where you can hear the Coca-Cola cans kicking in the background. He's kicking cans like, I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to live. And that's when the emergency contact came through with the ham sandwich and put a ham sandwich on her curb. And then he came by and took the ham sandwich off the curb. And that's when he was like, I'm a goddie. Right? Wouldn't even let you in the house. No pot pie, nothing.
Problem. And listen, for those that are going to say, and listen, I've gotten messages about this. You're only defending people because you think it's cool and blah, blah, blah. Listen.
That's right. He's only defending people because he's a truckling fucking weirdo. Salute to you. Had me dying yesterday with the A-Light rap videos. I'm from Boston. My grandpa and uncles were from the winter. Oh, no shit. What are you, an Irishman? I'm half an Irishman. I say you got friends in Providence? No shit. You got some friends in Providence? Awesome, dude. Nice, man. God bless our cousins in Boston. And God bless the Irish. I'm half Irish, half Italian myself. That's what Fibby tries to say he is. He put up a fake 23andMe saying he was half Italian and half Irish. Some scandandinas busted him with it, right? They busted him with it. When really he's Lebanese, Cherokee, Jewish, and something else. English. He might be a little Irish too, sadly. He might be a little Irish, but he's crazy. Me personally, he gives everybody a bad name. Whatever nationality he is, he gives it a bad name. That's why he changes his name to an Italian name. He's a culture vulture. Yeah, he called himself an Indian one day. Yes, he said he was Chief Lying Foot, Chief Lying Guy. Stands with lies. His Indian name would be Stands with Lies, right? Lies like a rug would be his Indian name. I'm part Cherokee. His exact words were, and I'm also 1% Cherokee because that's where I get the high cheekbones. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought you were Italian and Irish. All of a sudden, now you're Lebanese, which you give the Lebanese a bad name, too. The Lebanese would never claim you. The Jews would never claim you, neither. You give them a bad name. You give everybody a bad name. He's sick. And he runs from his true nationality. Like, oh, come on, just admit you're a Jewish kid. There's nothing wrong with it, man. Why are you embarrassed of your own blood? Fucking shame, dude.
If I tell you that my opinion of Joey Merlino is that he is a great guy, a funny guy, a humble guy, a loving guy, then that's...
Wait a minute, what is Joey Merlino now? 2018, he was what?
People, because you think it's cool and blah, blah, blah. Listen, if I tell you that my opinion of Joey Merlino is that he is a great guy, a funny guy, a humble guy, a loving guy, then that's
loving guy. What a sicko. Dominic Calandra, what's up, bro? No relation to Jimmy whatsoever. God bless you, Dom. This is sick right here. Now, if you listen to him today, Joey's a scumbag. Joey's a bazoo. Everybody hates Joey. But back then, everybody loves Joey. This kid's sick. He probably had a pair of Joey Merlino onesies on. This guy. He had the big picture of Joey in his house. The picture was the size of a fucking 73-inch screen TV or something crazy like that. Big TV, put it that way.
Fucking truth. How would I know that if I've never had a conversation with Joey Merlino in my life?
Listen, you went there as a reporter, not as a friend. And look at him run with this. Like I said in the beginning, he said this all started because people were threatening him and Joey, and I'm going to fight you in Philly. I'm in Philly all the time. Great, that's funny. A loving guy. Exactly. He wanted that love. He wanted that good. He wants that love and feeling. That Pierre and Fago love and feeling. But Merlino's not a Rick Yoon, so you got no shot, pal.
It's not even about whether I've had a conversation with him or not. It's the fact that if I tell you something, I'm not making it up. Because everything.
Whoa. He just said if I tell you something, I'm not making it up. If I had a conversation with Joey, it didn't do. Who gives a fuck? You went in there as a reporter. You had a conversation with him. Like, once again, in his mind, he believes he's talking to Christ. He believes he's talking to the pinnacle. He's made it to the apex of the mob humpery world. He fibbed his way in. He truckled his way into the courtroom as a reporter. Oh, you sick little guy, yo.
If I tell you something, I'm not making it up. Because everything that I say about anybody can be verified very fucking easily.
Really? Really? Can you show us how you were shot twice? Can you show us how Ram Petrarca was your grandpa? Or can you show us how your grandfather was Italian? Can you show us, just so many lies, though. Can you show us the Hells Angels vest? When you said that the Hells Angels from the Netherlands came to America to meet you, and they gave you a vest but told you not to wear it? You fucking psycho. You're a crazy person. Try to strike this video, Fibby. You've been calling for Mafia. That post you made, Fibby, did you in? Me and my pals are sitting back, and we are waiting for the next copyright strike or any strike to come along, because we're sending that back in the reply. And I hope you lose your fucking channel for that, dude, because nobody should ever mass flag people. And obviously, if they're putting up your children, something weird like that, it's a totally different story. YouTube will take that down. But you can't call for false flag. This is fair use. It's just me critiquing your lies and stories. It's fair use. Try to strike me again. That channel you had for 10 years is going to come down. Your own hubrisness is going to bring that channel down. And your emotion, you can't control your emotions. You're worse than a pregnant woman. God bless our prego women.
Because everything that I say about anybody can be verified very fucking easily.
How?
People are good people. Shit happens to good people all the time.
Listen.
If Joey Merlino had been guilty of fraud, I'd have told you so. If he was guilty of gambling, I would have told you so.
But if you talk to him now, Merlino's guilty of kidnapping the Lindbergh baby, right? If you talk to him right now, Merlino has kidnapped the Lindbergh baby. American honey, what's going down? God bless America. America, hell yeah. America, hell yeah. It's all going to balkanize, folks. Don't you worry. Let's get back to the things.
What do you want the guy to do? His nuts were in a fucking vice. You know, the government drops...
His nuts were in a vice, but I wish his nuts were in my hands. That's what he's really thinking. I wish they were in my hands so I could coddle them and cup them and keep them and mold them.
What do you want the guy to do? His nuts were in a fucking vice. You know, the government doesn't just drop fucking charges, everybody. They were beat.
Well, now, if you hear Fibby talk about that case, it's total opposite. Fibbins, oh, are you a joke? Honeybee, what's going on? Let me smash Honeybee in the head with a wrench. Silver Surfer, what's up, bro? What's going down? Make sure you sub to my 2.0 channel, too. I will be back on there next week. How many times do you have to correct you, Emery? It was the Finnish. That's right. I'm sorry. I always get that wrong. The Finnish Hells Angels. I'm sorry. The Finnish Hells Angels. I always get that wrong. Terribly sorry. Shout out to Scandinavia and the Netherlands. The Finnish Hells Angels said they actually came to America, he said, and they met him and gave him a jacket and took pictures with him. We all know if any Hells Angels group from anywhere in the world ever came to meet Fibby, there'd be pictures of that shit everywhere. He'd be wearing he would have got that jacket tattooed on him.
Rubio was a joke. Kreisberg was a fucking joke. I have never in my life seen so much misconduct in my life. I mean, I have obviously with Greg Scarpa and Whitey Bulger.
What about your Mafia family, Fibby? All your gangsters in Providence. And remember, this is the time where he loved Joey Merlino. Thought he was a reporter, and he thought his last name was Canarsie. He was some reporter guy named Canarsie back then. He didn't know his name was Lohman. And he didn't know his history of his psychoticness. Then he found out. And then Fibby lost him. He lost his Joey. And remember when Fibby lost his Joey? What happened? Fibby has been on a downward spiral ever since 2 years ago when he lost Joey. When Joey gave Dominic Correa the shout out to JTP, right? When he gave him the shout out and didn't give Fibby the shout out, Fibby went bonkers the next day. Went bonkers, trashing Joey, and nobody knows my worth. They're not treating me right. The emergency contact told me that they're not treating you right. It's like, you fucking idiot. Stalker.
That's the guy.
Open bounds. What's up, brother? This kid's crazy. Yeah, Fibby, never gonna eat a cheesesteak again. Can't you see? I lost my rhythm. Never gonna look at a cheesesteak again. The way I looked at Pierre last night. Okay, that was a good one, Ian. Thank you very kindly. Chuck Wick, what's going down? Jeff is going to be hanging with the informers right now. He is Team Sicali. Oh, Gene Simpson, Borello. Let's beat a bitch on the ground. Let's beat up women. Gene Borello, Dominic Thicali, Hootie and the Go Fish. I love Hootie. Hootie on the rise, yo. Yeah, Hootie got supersized, right? Hootie's like a fucking Big Mac. He was supersized, but he's in love with them guys. He worships the ground Dominic Thicali walks on. There's a guy who robbed his grandma, me, and his crypto coin scheme pull out. Fibby, it's a full circle rat love, right? Fibby came full circle. That will happen with bullshitters and fake people, right? Fibby's come full circle now. He came in as a rat-loving Johnny Aletto fan, right? Came in as a fucking, our day will come, brother. He came in as a sick, stalking Johnny Aletto rat-loving fan. And then he became, I hate rats. I grew up with a mafia family, a fictitious mafia family in Providence that doesn't exist. He's sick. Shout out to Tony Loman. Shout out to Thorpe out there. Janie got a gun, and AR-15 is the motherfucking one. Shout out to Janie and my Dirkleverse people. I love them so. Yes, I do.
That's honest truth. I would never lead you astray. He's a good guy. Joe's a good guy.
Wait. You would never lead people astray, but Joe, he's a great guy. What changed? All because he what? He wouldn't befriend a freak like yourself? Well, maybe you shouldn't lie to people, right? Maybe you shouldn't lie to people.
That's honest truth. I would never lead you astray. He's a good guy. Joe's a good guy.
He's a
lot of those guys.
What's up, bro? The voice is back. The voice is back, and you're gonna be in trouble. Fib now. The voice is back. He's really from Philly. Oh man, poor Assassino and the Philadelphia guys. My heart goes out to you, but we got one thing in common, man. He lied about my city too. He stole people from he stole my friend's dad. He stole my friend's father also. He's sick. He's stealing last names. Fibby's all in the game. Pierre and Fago knows it's all the same. That made no sense.
Really good guys. But what the fantasy is what the journalists and the press want to put on them. They want to make Joey seem like Dracula, and he comes out of the coffin.
His fixation with Dracula and Joey. Let's get into that. Let's break down the fixation. Thank you, Chuck Wick. No, never switched up. And there's people been watching me for 8 years on here. Never switched up. Always me. Let's break down the fixation with Dracula and Joey. Remember, Fibby bought a Dracula toy and named it Joey Merlino and kept it in his house. He's got a fixation with Dracula and Joey. I believe Fibby is sexually and physically attracted to Dracula movies. Anybody who's like Count Dracula, he probably eats those little Count Dracula Cocoa Puffs and shit, right? XXX, my brother. What's going down? Long time sub, loyal dude. Where's Just Do the Right Thing? Where's my buddy? A fixation. He named the Dracula toy Joey. Straight craziness. He's got some fixations. Let's listen again. What kind of guy is Joey? Fibby, tell us.
Joke. I have never in my life seen so much misconduct in my life. I mean, I have obviously with Greg Scarborough and Whitey Bulger. But that's the God's honest truth. I would never lead you astray. He's a good guy. Joe's a good guy. A lot of those guys are really good guys.
You don't even know these fucking people.
But what the fantasy is what
is his fan. The fantasy is I want to see Joey dressed up as Dracula in a one piece and walk in my house.
Journalists and the press want to put on them. They want to make Joey seem like Dracula, and he comes out of the coffin at fucking 2:00 in the morning to be a succubus or whatever the fuck they call it.
Whoa, did we almost get a Freudian slip right there? Joey comes out of the coffin at night and Dracula wants to suck a what? We catch almost a Freudian slip of your little fantasy of Joey becoming Dracula and coming out and performing fellatio on you or something creepy like that. It's never going to happen. We're never going to get it. Never going to get it. Fibby, never going to get it. Never going to get it. Oh, my God, Fibby. Do.
He's a vampire. He roams the streets drinking blood. They'll tell you anything, but you believe it.
Just like all the lies you're making up about the guy right now and his poor wife, slandering them, lying, you and your rat friends, right? How he bashes the rats in this video. You're rats. They're no good. You're rats. And what are you doing right now? Excuse me, Mr. Sicali and Mr. Borello. May I have another? Freak.
Fall for the hook, line, and sinker of bullshit and lies, because that's what it is. That's what it is. You know, and some of these guys are my friends, so I'm going to defend my friends. That's what I do. That's what I've always done.
That's why he did this video. And that's why he made up the lies of these fictitious trolls saying, hey, come fight me in Philadelphia. I hate Joey. I'm a Nicky Scarfo fan. We want to beat Joey up. This is fucking, they are my friends. They're not his friends. Just because you act like a reporter, you LARP as a reporter, you go down and sit there and say hi to the guy. That doesn't mean you were friends, dude. Jeez, you're a sicko.
You know, and some of these guys are my friends, so I'm going to defend my friends. That's what I do.
These guys. I remember when I first came around, he would always type in my chat, Philadelphia loves you, MRE. People in Philadelphia love you. It's like, well, how would you know you're not from Philadelphia? This is how I know Fibby's lying about Sonny, because he knew he wouldn't say boo about him. Yeah, he's a liar. He lies about everything. He lied and said those guys hung him over balconies, made threats against his life in a courtroom, admitted to killing 20 people in a courtroom. He said one of them guys, I forget the guy's name, I wouldn't even say it if I knew it, but he said one of the guys said to him, Fibby, I've killed 7 people before. I'll kill you right here. Fibby wanted to be in the movie The Bronx Tale. Oh, he would love to have been in there. He would chop his hand off. He tried to do the movie thing, the Flanagans. He fell in love with Tina. Tina thought he was a total creep. Tina. The girl Tina was repulsed by this guy. I have a child. And Fibby's got a child all of a sudden? That's concerning right there, especially with all the lies about people sending him CP. He's always getting CP by every enemy he has emails him CP, but they never go to jail, right? Nobody goes to jail. Nobody gets in trouble, right? No, it's fucking sick.
That's what I've always done. Does that put a target on me? Absolutely.
You don't stick up for your friends. What about the emergency contact, Angel Gotti? Where were you when she was getting abused? You're friends with all of her abusers right now. You're friends to nobody. You have no friends, including yourself. You hate yourself.
That put me on the radar? Probably.
And the radar?
It doesn't matter to me.
What radar is he talking about? Does he want people? I know what he's talking about. He wants people to think now the FBI is watching Fibby. Because I remember Merlino saying that Fibby made up a lie saying that the feds kicked his door in and shit. He's like, why would the feds go to that guy's house? I have nothing to do with that fucking guy. He's a weirdo. What a crazy person.
I'm loyal to the people that are loyal to me, and that's the bottom line. In this day and age, finding loyalty is a tough thing. What a null and void.
Okay. This is Fibby's life of crime as a child. This is where the crime all began. It all started as Fibbins is a little child of crime.
At that point, I think getting over it, and listen, I could talk for myself, and this is probably putting myself out there a little bit more, but I'll give you a good example. When I was a kid, I stole something from a store, right? I was with this kid at a fucking, I don't know what it was. It's like a pharmacy little store. I stole a candy bar, sticking them in my pockets. I'm getting away with it, but I got greedy and I wanted 2 or 3 more. So I'm sticking 2 or 3 more, and I finally get caught. I was not content with 1 candy bar. I was content with like 20 of the fucking things.
Just like Fibby's not content with 1 lie, he's got to tell 20 lies, right? He's not content with 1 or 2 lies. He needs 20 lies, right? This kid's sick, and this is the start of his criminal career. Life is crime. What little kid didn't shoplift as a little kid? Who didn't steal a candy bar? That doesn't make you a fucking criminal, dude. I think every little kid probably stole a candy bar before. I know I got caught stealing Nestle Crunch Bar when I was 5 years old. Does that make me a criminal? No. It makes me a dumb little kid who wanted a Nestle Crunch Bar.
And I got busted. And the
You got
thing was, is
busted?
I don't think I was.
Watch how he talks about this. Heather, what's up? He's going to say he took a pinch for a candy bar. This is sick.
Necessarily scared they were going to call the cops because they said, we're going to call the police. You know how adults do. We're going to call the cops. You're going to go to the police station. You're fucked. That wasn't it. I was emboldened by that. I thought it was fucking funny because I got over on him.
Now listen to very closely. You might say, why are you playing this? Listen, he likes getting over on people with lies and bullshitting. He's adopted. Make sure you go sub to Heather's channel. Check out her dogs. Big guy, what's up? Burn till I die. My bro, what's up? He likes getting over on people lying to you dumb wops out there. You know, all you dumb old people of all nationality. He likes lying to you, bullshitting you. He's a bullshitter. And he loves that. He loves it. But it's all come crumbling down.
Because she always saw me take 3. She didn't see the other 5 in my pocket. So all right, I'll take a little pinch here. This is at 10 years old, by the way. I'll take a pinch here for the 2.
Why would you say I'm taking a pinch at 10 years old? Kid, stop it. Stop watching movies. He took a pinch on the ass from Pierre. I took a pinch at 10 years old. Who talks like that? Just like, oh my God. Maddie, my bro, what's up? Silver Lake in the house. Silver Lake in the house. What's up? Silver Lake, Providence. Maddie 401 in the building.
But you don't know about.
Make sure sub to Maddie's channel. Him and the Zeos haven't been streaming for a while. But sub to my cousins right there, Maddie and the Zeos. Give him a sub. Yes, this Fugazi creepy has short eyes. Yeah, they're very close together, his eyes. Very close together, if you've noticed. They're literally almost like crossed. It's very weird, but this is Fibbins we're talking about here. Me and my Fibby McGee. This is Fibby McGee over here. We might get into his rat love video too, because I want him to copyright strike this. I want him, if I want Karma, to come smash Fibby up the butt like Pierre and Fago do.
The other 3. So my mother may beat my ass, but I'm going to have 5 more tonight. I think
my mother might beat my ass, but I'm going to steal 5 more candy bars tonight. What an idiot.
When your mind doesn't work right like that, then you end up a criminal. I think that I did not have the. Some people call it the fear of God or whatever you want to call it. I don't have that fucking gene. I've never.
No, you don't believe in God. That's why. But he said this is the start of his criminal career right here. Tell me this kid ain't a fucking nut.
Gene, I know the difference between right and wrong. I just chose most of my life to do the wrong thing because the wrong thing was fun. The wrong thing was fun. It was
lying is fun. Lying is like riff. Lying is fundamental, right? Reading is fundamental. Lying is fundamental for Fibby. What a psycho. Bob, what's up, brother? Criminal career. That's right, Bob. The criminal career started at 5 or 6 years old stealing little Nestle Crunch bars. What a psycho. I don't know what kind of candy bar he stole. The other candy bars were probably packed somewhere where you couldn't find them.
I think it's an adrenaline thing, getting over on somebody. Listen, everybody listens to my show. And I'm not saying I'm like this today, but everybody that listens to my show, you've gotten over on somebody at least once in your life and it felt good. You've got
No, not really. I don't like getting over on people because when you get over on people, that means they're your friends, right? Why would you want to get over on people, right? Get over on people. You're not getting over on nobody no more, pal. It might have worked from 2018 to 2022, but it's all gone now, Fibbins. It's all busted wide open like a late night fucking session in your house with Fago and Pierre. Naked Twister was played. I'm just going to say that.
Over once, be it a teacher, be it a classmate, be it a bully, you got over on somebody.
Yeah, that being a bully. Usually, a lot of people that were bullied want to be bullies. That's why he loves bullying women. He loves bullying women, if he knows that. Oh, a Maz bar. He had a Maz bar secreted in his backside, without a doubt. Later that night, he went out and got that Maz bar out.
A boyfriend, whatever the fuck it is. That feeling that you get getting over on somebody, take that times 10. And that's sort of with me how I knew that. I put it this way. I remember a judge saying to my mother.
What? Hold on, we'll go back to that. He just totally went off. Rat Trap City, what's up, bro? Make sure you sub to Rat Trap City. Check us out on Rumble, the Skull Bros channel. If you want to see the Joey Merlino rat gang stalking recon video, it's on the Skull Bros channel. Make sure you go check that out. I'm going to redo it in the future. I know I've been saying that all the time, but I will be redoing that video. I'm going to do it priceless. I'm going to put all the pieces to the puzzle together. I'm going to paint you a fucking painting like Leonardo fucking da Vinci over here. And Fibby was all up in the middle of that. Him, Hootie, Gene, Soy Smoke the Don, Soy Smoke the Con, peeing off of Toys R Us.
This is 12 years old. I'm being arraigned for something else. I don't want to get into that.
Wait, hold on a minute. Did you just say at 12 years old he's being arraigned for something else? Listen closely.
12 years old. I'm being arraigned for something else. Sort of with me, how I knew that. I put it this way. I remember a judge saying to my mother, this is 12 years old. I'm being arraigned for something else. I don't want to get into that, but
What?
I'm being arraigned for something else at 12 years old.
I thought it was 10 years old. Remember 10 years old, egging houses? He wrote a book. I used to egg houses. He said I think he killed freaking, what's that guy's name? Hoover? What was that guy? J. Edgar Hoover? No, not J. Edgar Hoover. The fucking guy who got killed, who everybody's looking for. What's his name? I don't even know, but Fibby used to egg houses.
Judge looks at my mother and says, send him to fucking military school.
Jimmy Hoffa. There you go. Jimmy Hoffa. Fibby knows where Hoffa's buried. I used to egg houses.
Military school. He's going to end up in prison. He's going to kill people. He's going to,
He's
whatever.
gonna kill people? Wait a minute. Here's a kid who stole the candy bar. Why are you going in front of a judge for a candy bar? Excuse me, son. Did you steal this Mars bar? Yes, I did. Well, you're going to be a murderer when you get older. Give me a fucking break. I don't mean Nell Carter and Joey Lawrence. Whoa. You know what I mean? Scottish Deb. Oi, oi, oi. Fibby came in of it and like, whoa, right? Give me a break, Fibbins. This is sick. This is real sick stuff.
I guess they were trying to say I had anti-authority personality, whatever the fuck it was. Turns out I was just a dumb young kid who just didn't give a fuck about what adults said. I believed what I believed, and
he's a rebel without a cause. Fibby's a rebel without a cause. Nobody's coming for Christmas, not even Santa Claus. He's got a big thing of coal. He's got a big sack of shit under the tree.
I was outspoken, so the judge says he's going to end up in prison.
Outspoken.
And what's so funny about all of that...
Why? Listen, at 12 years old, you don't even go in front of a judge. Listen, I remember I had a cousin who got in trouble at 11 and 12. You don't go in front of a courtroom. You go see like some other judge in some like little chamber thing. Like you're not in a courtroom and nothing like that. And I don't think I even think of it as a judge. Like you're fucking a minor, dude. 12 years old for a candy bar or even egging a house? Give me a fucking break, man. I started my criminal career egging houses. Like what? Like what?
Is that I remember probably a decade ago.
Listen.
My mother saying to me, she said, you never ended up in prison. I was like, yeah, well, the things you don't know about, and that's the whole thing.
Wait a minute. I thought mommy said we got a felon in the family now. I thought mommy comes from the Mafia family. So mommy says to him, you never ended up in prison? Well, Mom, there's a lot of things you don't know. I stole more candy bars, and you didn't catch me stealing the candy bars. So Fibby stole 75 Butterfingers, and nobody knew about it. So he's saying he could get mad years in prison. Keep your finger off my Butterfinger, right? Fucking Bart Simpson over here. Village food. Assalamu alaikum, little brother. Assalamu alaikum. Salaikum salam, my brother. This kid's nuts.
My mother saying to me, she said, you never ended up in prison. I was like, yeah, well, the things you don't know about, and that's the whole thing.
Things you don't know about. Now, I thought the mother was this abusive woman who burned cigarettes out on his forehead. You were Fibby the ashtray. Would you like to buy the new ashtray called Fibbleson's? Fibbleson's ashtrays for sale at your local Walmart, right? We thought he was ashtray baby. Oh, we thought that he said the mom chained him up and used to kick him in the ribs like Igor, right? Fucking nut. What a nut. Yes, MRH, he's crazy. Dog, my brother, what's up?
And, I think that there's just, and I'm not trying to go on and on and on about it, but I think that there's a, I don't want to say a personality defect, but people that get over on
No, there's a personality defect with you, bro. Dude. Hold on a minute. I just swallowed my bucket. Oh, my God. Hold on a minute. Wow, Poland Springs down the wrong fucking pipe. Oh, my God. I inhale water like a fucking camel, and I always choke on it. But let's get back to Fibby choking on his lies over here. This is troubling, Fibby.
Personality defect, but people that get over on other people that enjoy it typically end up doing that kind of stuff. And I can't.
Yes, like yourself. See, he's telling the truth right here. He's saying how much he lied and bullshitted people when he was a little kid, and he's still doing it as an adult, as a grown man in his 50s, still lying, trying to be Italian, right? Fucking saying he knows this one or that one. He was shot twice. He was a bookie in Rhode Island. He's put people's heads through plate glass windows. He said he put Fago's head through a plate glass window in New York, got arrested. And then he showed some courthouse where you go for parking tickets, right? If you put a man's head through a plate glass window, the guy's going to have it. You're going to get arrested, right? And it's your building. It's the building he lives in. Shout out to the street, the settlement. It's where he lives, right? You would get arrested for that. You would have got you would have showed paperwork of him if his arraignment or something like that, right? He just lies. He can't help it. He is the gift that keeps on fibbing. This guy is better than Durkee. I am telling you, and that's a lot. That's a huge fucking thing I'm saying right there. He is better than Durkee. He is the goose who lied about the golden egg, and I possess that egg, and I'm gonna crack it.
Specifics. I can't be specific. I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm not a fucking shrink. I can just tell you what it did for me. I enjoyed getting over on people. I didn't.
And he
enjoy.
Still does. Look at him admitting to this. Look at him admitting to this, right? Like he's telling us the truth. Like he is literally telling us the truth right now. Like he enjoyed getting over on people, lying at people. And usually people that do that, you don't change. Listen, people don't change, right? You can change little things about your behavior and stuff, but usually people never fucking change, right? You are who you are. A tiger doesn't change its stripes. A leopard doesn't change its spots, right? And a liar doesn't change. Yeah, Yanks, he's still in the clink. He's still in the clink. Mustang Mike, my bro, what's up? Tommy, what's going down? Tommy 523. Like, this is true liars telling the truth right here. This is lying truth. The lying truth by Fibby.
Lying to people, hurting people, but I can just tell you what it did for me.
What it did for him.
I enjoyed getting over on people. I didn't enjoy lying to people, hurting people.
He enjoyed like, yeah, you did. You never hurt nobody anyways. Never physically hurt nobody.
But I enjoyed knowing, fuck you, I won at the end of the day, doesn't matter. And I think
fuck you, I won at the end of the day. I lied about being friends with people in Philadelphia. I lied about having a one-armed gangster cousin Georgie from Rhode Island. How many gangster mafia cousins from Rhode Island did he have? Like 10 or 12. And then remember, he had the Colombo cousin. We found out a few months ago in that stream we did. Well, I just found out I had a member of the Colombo crime family as a cousin. It gets fucking sick. White Mike, what's up, man? He's sick.
That goes back to like other issues and stuff like that. So, like I said, I can't really be totally specific on why people do it, but that's just my opinion.
That's just why I do it.
I could be wrong. I'm not Dr. Phil, nor would I ever go on that baldy-headed fuckish.
Oh, my God. You would go on Dr. Phil and not be. Hold on. Let me find the video I want right here. Give me 1 second. You got to look at some gray stuff for 1 second. I got to get to my playlist. 1 second, folks. Fibby thinks he loves you. What's Fib so afraid of? A Fibby don't know Fib so. All right, we're going to bring you Fibby, Fibby and the Rats. Fibby worshiping and big up in the Rats. Or do you want to hear Whack Out Mommy first? Or Thorpe's response to Whack Out Mommy? Let's listen to Thorpe's response. Shout out to Thorpe. We're going to listen to Thorpe's response. And this is good. This is for journalistic purposes right here. We are showing and doing a psychoanalysis of people who threaten their parents and stuff. Disclosure, this stuff is wrong. Nobody should ever do harm to anybody. But this is Thorpe's response, and Thorpe is Fibby's stepbrother. Remember when Fibby said he picked up his stepbrother and threw him down 10 flights of stairs? He threw him down 10 flights of stairs because the stepbrother was mad that the father bought Fibby a pair of slacks and not Thorpe a pair of slacks. Well, that never happened. That never happened. All a lie. Let's listen.
I'm going to cut the head off of every single one of you fucking illegitimate bastard kids, and I'm going to set my father's house on fire.
That is terrible. Nobody should do that. This is a true crime podcast right here, telling us about what somebody could do to their mom that should never do to their stepmother. This is concerning. He's threatened my mother. He's threatened my mother's life. He's threatened many other people's lives out here. We are showing how this guy is threatening people's lives on YouTube. Very sick, but let's listen. This is why he hates women.
How do you like that? Well, I'm calling the police. This is, they're not going to help you. I'm gonna come back someday, don't you worry. So over the years, there have been moments.
Wow. So that's him talking to his talking about his stepmom right there. Who would ever do like this? Is Duran. Listen to the voices he's using. And don't worry, I'm gonna come back. This is him very drunk at night, alone on Christmas, alone on the holidays, all because of his own words.
Where I was going to go back and certifiably absolute killer. 100%.
So here's
for
him
sure.
saying he's going to unalive his mother, which is totally wrong. It's for educational purposes. You should never unalive anybody.
100.5 with the chainsaw. I didn't give a fuck. That's how angry I was. I'm not angry that my father died. I'm angry that she stole things that did not belong to her and had no fucking self-respect and dignity for his children.
He didn't steal nothing. You didn't get nothing because you were the bum kid. You were the bust-out child who they were all disappointed in. That's why you didn't get the medals, because you are a blood son. You are a blood son. The medals went to Tony Loman, the oldest son, right? And the other children got them. Who knows why they didn't want to give it to you? You disappointed them and crossed them some way. They didn't want to, let me see what Wolf I heard tried reaching out to Jersey Mike after the Merlino follow. Who knows? I don't even know who that guy is, but I wouldn't put nothing past Fibbins. But he's also premeditating, planning the unaliving of his mom also, right? His stepmom. He remember what he said about the mother on Tom's stream. Poor lady was taking a heart attack, God forbid, and he was going to let her, he wasn't going to call 911. He waited 5 minutes to do it. And he looked Tom straight in the face and he goes, because the monster must be stopped. It's like, wow.
You throw away a crucifix from his daughter's fucking casket, you fucking evil cunt.
That's not true. I do not believe 1 minute that mother threw away a crucifix from a casket. That's just such a lie. And it's not true. Because I don't want to spoil too much here, but let's just say some people spoke to Thorpe. Okay? Shout out to Thorpe. He's a huge racing enthusiast. He loves racing cars and stuff. Huge bullshit artist right here. Hold on a minute. I gotta put a charger in. Just give me a second here. What a sick puppy, man. The mother that listen, the stepmother was nice enough to let him couch surf. Couch surfing USA, right? He was couch surfing USA many years. Remember Jared Ham was on the channel. What did Jared Ham say? The mom and the dad didn't like him because he wouldn't get a job. He would not get a job. He didn't want that 9 to 5. Because Fibby don't want that 9 to 5. He don't want to work for a living. He just wants to lie his mind off on YouTube and call him Fibbins. Oh, my God. Enough of my repulsive voice. Let's get to his repulsive voice.
I just seen the video you sent me.
Oh, shout out to Thorpe. This is Thorpe right here. Thorpe seen the video. He wasn't too happy with the video. Sassino says he don't care his dad died. He only wants material objects. Yes, exactly. Material, so he can go around showing them, probably saying they're his, right? This is my silver star, because the father was a Vietnam veteran with a few different medals, like the Silver Star and a couple other medals and stuff. The dad was a good guy. I don't believe the story Fibby tells about the dad, any of the stupid Fibby lies. I don't believe they had a good relationship at all, right? Because why wasn't Fibby left anything? Or is he lying about this? Did they give him something? See, here's the problem with liars. It's like the boy who cried wolf, right? You never know. You never know what's true and what's not. But let's listen to Stepbrother Thorpe. And shout out to the Fibby fam for blocking Thorpe's face out. See, we don't dox people and put people's images out here. David, what's up, man? Yes, he's a liar, David. Exactly. Emmys go away. Yeah, it's still going on. Disgraceful. Yes, it's still going on. Yes, you can come back in a few years. It will still be going on. This is Fibby's grift, just like these other dudes. This is their income. This is their job. So the grift can never end. They just got to keep going with it no matter how bad it gets, how dumb they look. But let's hear what Thorpe has to say about the way Fibby talk about his mother.
I just seen the video you sent me. He wouldn't even try to dare to do anything to my mother. I haven't heard about that guy in 20 years. His father was an amazing man, but Jeff was a nuisance, and my mother was nothing but good to him. My mother never stole any crucifix from anyone. That is such a lie. And also, Jeff never laid hands on me. I was always respectful to his father. The truth is, Jeff was a lazy guy and didn't want to do anything. And as far as the question you asked me about his ties to the Mafia, I never heard anything about that. He was a hockey fan and he liked monster movies. It's really pathetic. It's been over 20 years and he's still talking about my mom and me. He needs to grow up and stop lying about my family.
He lied about throwing Thorpe down the stairs. He lied about it all. And there was never no Mafia family talk. What a psycho. Shout out to Thorpe, man. Let's hear Thorpe one more time. Shout out to Thorpe. And I want to thank Thorpe for getting back to us and giving us permission to play this.
I just seen the video you sent me. He wouldn't even try to dare to do anything to my mother. I haven't heard about that guy in 20 years. His father was an amazing man, but Jeff was a nuisance, and my mother was nothing but good to him.
See?
My mother never stole any crucifix from anyone. That is such a lie.
Yeah, see, Thorpe was actually really offended that he said his mother stole crucifixes from the casket and all this stuff. He said the mom was really good to Jeff, and she must have been, right? It wasn't her birth child. Jeff's mom and dad got divorced. Jeff got kicked out of his mom's house, went to live with the dad and the stepmom in Thorpe, and he didn't want to get a job. He didn't want to work, right? He did not want to work. And the lady let him live on the couch. She let him live there until the dad passed away. God rest his soul. And after the dad died, the mother threw him out. You know, they threw him out. And I don't blame him, right? Picture having some 20-something-year-old jackass sleeping on your couch, eating your food, not cutting your lawn, not taking the garbage out, right? Just telling lies. You're going to look at him all day. Look at his ugly mug. They threw him out, and you can't blame him.
And also, Jeff never laid hands on me. I was always respectful to his father. The truth
He
is,
never beat Thorpe up, dude. He said he threw Thorpe down 10 stairs. And once again, this is the mind of a child, the man-child, right? It's like I told you the story about when I was a little kid. I came around the corner in the woods, and I see my friend laying on the ground. My friend said to me, I just got beat up by 7 ninjas. Let's go beat the ninjas up. I said, there are no ninjas, dude. But he was 7 years old. So he's making up these fictitious stories where he fought Thorpe. He picked him up and threw him down 10 stairs. What? Bullshit. Thorpe's a big dude. He would beat up Jeff. He'd beat Jeff up in a minute.
Jeff was a lazy guy and didn't want to do anything. And as far as the question you asked me about his ties to the Mafia, I never heard anything about that. He was a hockey fan and he liked monster movies. It's really pathetic.
Yeah, and here's the funniest thing about the hockey thing. Fibby said he played pro ice hockey, semi-pro ice hockey. First it was pro ice hockey, semi-pro ice hockey, and then he told us it was rollerblade hockey. I think he was doing roller derbies with the girls. I think I used to watch that as a little kid, roller derby with the girls going around beating each other up. He probably played roller derby, and he was probably too weak for that also.
It's been over 20 years, and he's still talking about my mom and me. He needs to grow up and stop lying about my family.
Yes, Monster Movies WOC in the place. Make sure you give WOC a sub. Monster Movies, he's obsessed with monster movies. That's where his fixation with Dracula comes from. That's why he bought a Dracula toy and named it Joey Merlino. Isn't that weird? Very, very creepy. Creepy. All right, hold on. We go.
And what I ended up was taking what's called an
This is the burglary charge. We're not going to go with, hold on, not the burglary charge. NeverEndingFib. Let's go to Fibby Tales. Hold on a second. For some reason, it's messing my playlist up. Let's go to his rat love video. Defending the rats.
It doesn't mean that you're still.
Look at Fibby A-Light. Fibby Aletto. This is where Fibby started his career. And John Aletto is the one who put Fibby on the map. He put Fibby on the map. Oh, Fibby Corleone. Because that's who he thinks he is. Like, that's when he talks to Jacob Stukes, Howdy Doody, and the English guys. He is Fibby Corleone, right? Like, literally, Fibby Corleone. Sick people. But here's him right now. This is current time Fibby right now, defending the rats, trashing Joey. Now he hates Joey. And there is Fibby A-Light. Copyright strike this video, Fibby. I dare you to. Copyright strike this video. Please try that. And this is the newest video Fibby did, so we know he put it on his paid site, and he's going to try to copy. Please try that. If you don't copyright strike this video, I'm going to do 10 more videos tomorrow.
Not dangerous to some extent. These are men that put in the work.
Yeah,
I don't care which informant you like or dislike. It doesn't matter to me. The reality is this. They are who they say they are. They did what they said they did. And that's the truth.
What a contradiction. How many years? Oh, thanks for the cash out. How many years did we hear Fibby saying these rats are all liars? They lie. They make things up. They're liars. And now they're all who they say. What about Gene Borello? What he did to that girl, Fibby? Your new hero, Gene Simpson. Woman beater. Dominic Sicali, grandma rips off grandma, steals from Grammy, coin scams, crypto scams. Fibby is in massive, passionate love with Dominic Sicali right now. I believe Sicali is taking Joey's spot in Fibby's love role. Remember, Fibby went to Love and Aletto, kind of loving Blinky Gotti, then full. Now he's totally in love with Sicali. Because Hootie and Gene got him really good. They got him hooked. He's their boy. Well, remember, Hootie and Fibby are neighbors. Shout out to the settlement.
The matter. You cannot disqualify a Dominic Sicali, a Gene Borello.
A Gene Borello. Well, what about Gene Borello? How do you love Angel Gotti so much? I love my emergency contact. You love your emergency contact so much. How are you friends with Gene Borello? And big up in a disgusting woman beater. It was Gene admitted he lies and embellishes everything. He said that. We have the videos of him saying that. But you love them now. This is why nobody watches you and your channel is an utter failure, because you came out telling people you're this, I hate informants, I'm a mafia family, I grew up like this, this is my code, this is my stance. 2 moments later, I want to blow Sicali. I love Sicali. Dude. It all crumbled and all fell apart. Let's get back to Fibbins.
Or any of these guys and say, oh, well, they're rats. Don't listen to what their opinion is on a like that. That's bullshit. If anybody would know better than anybody, it's them. Not only that, but they're friends with the guy, right? And so for my...
You were friend. You lived with the guy. You lived with Johnny Aletto. Well, another guy who wanted to be Italian. Amazing, right? Both people, Fibby and John Aletto. Why do I call him Johnny Aletto? Because he used to go around telling people he was Johnny Aletto, trying to be Italian, wearing Italian horns like Harold. And Fibby, another culture vulture, stealing our last names, trying to act like he's part of our culture. Fucking culture vulture. Be proud to be Jewish, Fibby, and Irish and Lebanese and Cherokee.
Perspective, when you come out that gate with the rat shit, oh, let's invalidate what they have to say about anything because they're informants. No, you can't.
Yes, because they're lying informants. They're lying informants, lying rats. Why would you believe anything they say? They're all liars. And you used to say the same thing at one time, but now that's changed. All here from Borello, the babysitter, the raper at Sicali. Yeah. MC Stool Pigeon. Remember Dominic Sicali made that rap song? Coleslaw, flipping floor, stealing on grandma's floor, coleslaw. Gene Borello, beat that girl. Ridiculous.
Validate them for that reason. You cannot like somebody who testified against somebody else all day long. You cannot like them, okay? Everybody knows where my stance is, but the difference between...
Wow, everybody knows where my stance is. That's like me coming on here, eating an apple pie in front of you and saying, I hate apple pie. Why do people eat apple pie? Apple pie is disgusting. I hate apple pie. Apple pie's gross. It's fucking ridiculous. I would never. I'm allergic to apple pie. This is an oxymoronic, fibtocious, fibtastic little story, Fibby. You're my Fibbles. Bum, bum, bum. You're the Fibbles. Shout out to Richie. I love the name Fibbles. Fibby, a.k.a. Fibbles. Me and my Fibbles, McGee.
Gate with the rat shit? Let's invalidate what they have to say about anything because they're informants. No, you can't invalidate them for that reason.
Why not?
You cannot like somebody who testified against somebody else all day long.
Wow.
You cannot like them.
Tell us about your stance, Fibby.
Okay? Everybody knows where my stance is, but the difference between me now and the me 10 years ago?
The me now from the me 10 years ago? No, 2 years ago, Fibby. Matter of fact, a few months ago and then not a few months ago. Like, give me a break. The difference between me and 10 years ago, number one, you go back 10 years ago, I've always hated these motherfuckers, right? If I don't like you, I don't like you, especially something like that, right? These lying informants and stool pigeons hurt people I love. That's why I don't like them. I had my house raided by scumbags like that. How could you ever like them? Because you're a fanboy and you lived with one. But let's get back to Fibby's stance.
Is men are men and men have to do whatever they have to do for them.
What? Wait. Is he calling Gene Borello a man who beats women and Dominic Sicali robs his grandma? These stool pigeons are not men. They're cowards.
They're men, and men have to do whatever they have to do for them.
Wow.
I'm not them. I haven't been forced to make that decision.
What?
That's on them. Do I agree with it? No.
He said he did. Fibby said he said they wanted him to wear wires on his friends and all that stuff, and he didn't do it because of his code, the code of Fibby and everything, over egging houses. Then he had someone sat on with a gun, so the guy couldn't testify against Fibby.
But they don't have to explain themselves to me either.
What?
They don't have to explain themselves to anyone. And so for anybody to put up a YouTube thumbnail calling these people rats
They
to
are.
try to invalidate their opinion about something they would know a
Dude,
lot.
that's what this guy did for years, right? Right? Like, he's like, I started people eating rats. Like, that is just, does he realize what an idiot he sounds like right there? Wow.
Opinion about something they would know a lot more about than explain themselves to me either. They don't have to explain themselves to anyone. And so for anybody to put up a YouTube thumbnail calling these people rats to try to invalidate their opinion about something they would know a lot more about than you, maybe you should pipe the fuck down because you don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe you and Pierre should pipe the fuck up. We know later on when Fago comes home, he's all going to pipe up. What a fucking, hate to a lot of people. He's crazy, man.
I have taken shots at informants. I started all of this.
Look,
but if you guys,
you didn't start. No, you did not start all of this. Whatever this means, I guess he means calling out informants. No, you called out your ex-roommate. Remember that. You called out and you turned on your ex-roommate to join Team Angel Gotti, emergency contact. That's what you did. You've always been friends with Billy Catullo, the little tulip, Whiny Bill, and all the stool pigeons. You were obsessed with Jimmy Calandra, that other stool pigeon, Dominic Montiglio, pushing up daisies, right? This kid was obsessed with these stool pigeons.
Notice I don't do it anymore. What the fuck is the point?
What? Wait a minute. I don't do it anymore. What is the point? Wait a minute. See, when your listeners hear that, when his listeners hear this shit, they're thinking, wait a minute. What about Secret Mafia Grandpa and Cousin Georgie and all the mob friends that you that were told on? Fibby tells everybody he's got 27 Mafia family members and he hates rats because they told on him. But not anymore. He's changed now. Boy, you changed up quite a bit, Fibs.
Informants. I started all of this. But if you guys notice, I don't do it anymore. What the fuck is the point?
What's the point? Just like Carlos, man. Just like Carlos. All these guys are the same, man. They're all phonies. They just want to fit in somewhere. He just wants to fit in because he's never fit in anywhere in his life, right?
You have got to, at some point in your lives, come to a point where, unless it directly affects you or your friends.
Hold on. Beer says if he was still riding Joey, he'd hate that. Yes, if Merlino never gave JTP that shout out and Fibby was still friendly with him and didn't take a conniption fit, we all know how he would be acting right now. Give me a break. He's such a phony.
It shouldn't affect you. And I've always said that. If I didn't know anybody and if I wasn't around anybody and I didn't know people that got arrested because of this kind of stuff, then I would have no reason to bark.
To bark? What do you mean? You just said you don't care about it no more. So all your friends and family that were affected by this, you don't care no more. You don't care about that? They were all put in jail, right? Now he doesn't care no more. Listen to this closely and how this is such an oxymoronic and contradiction stance. Like, wow.
It shouldn't affect you. And I've always said that. If I didn't know anybody and if I wasn't around anybody and I didn't know people that got arrested because of this kind of stuff, then I would have no reason to bark.
Why aren't you barking no more? What stopped you from barking? Shouldn't you still be barking if they put your family and friends in jail? I'm still barking. They put my family and friends in jail. I'm still barking, Fibby, right? What makes you not care about your family and friends no more? Woof, woof. I still care. Woof, woof.
But that was then. This is now.
That's then. This is now. He's always got these little Hallmark cards grading. Woof, woof. That's the sound of the police. Woof, woof. That's the sound of Fibby.
Number 3. And you guys are, this is going to make your heads pop.
Oh, number 3. Let's get ready for number 3 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, Fibby gone lying. Woof.
Gene Barrett.
Oh, Gene Borello love. Here we go. Here's him glazing Genie Boy. How does the emergency contact feel right now? Angel Gotti. Boy, you know how to pick him, Angel. You know how to pick him. You are the great imbecile. Wow. What an imbecile.
Going to make your heads pop. Gene Borello did not rat out John A. Light. I don't know. I believe I know where that started from, but it's not.
I don't even know what that's about. I think Aledo got in trouble on his own, or maybe Gene did. Who knows? You can't. They're informants. How can you say this one didn't tell him? They're all informants. But who really knows? Aledo got in trouble for threatening fucking people at his council meetings or whatever. I don't know too much about the story, but look at him big up in Gene. Wow. Shame on you. All the sexual lies he made up about your emergency contacts kid. All the lies he made up, called that girl a junkie or hobo, all this stuff. Wow, you're real loyal to the emergency contact. I'm going to do a video maybe called Jeff and the Emergency Contact. Have him praising how much he loves her and all. This guy is just insane. Let's listen to him big up Gene. Oh, Mobster Chronicles, my bro. What's up, man? Let me come in and wrench up. Make sure you give this guy a sub. He's a good friend to the channel. Give him a sub. He does great work. He exposes people like Fibby. He exposed Gummer. I don't know if you know who Gummer Lindblom is. He's Nicholas Andrews, the Pride of Scotland. What's going on, bro? Listen to this. He actually exposed the guy Gummer, who was another fake, I'm related to the mob type of person from Detroit who lied about being related to all Detroit mobs. He is the Fibby of Detroit. Like Fibby is the Fibby of Philly and the Fibby of Providence and stuff like that. He's the Fibby of Detroit. Let's get into some real rat loving stuff from the guy who comes from the Mafia family and was ratted out, who hates informants and who has a real stance in the code. Constitution? I don't think so.
The mere fact that a former sitting boss of the Mafia has the balls to say that is funny to me, because what Joey is doing is projecting.
Number one, Joey Merlino never said he was the boss of a Mafia, you clown. Never said that. The news say it. Once again, Fibby, living on the TV. Living on the TV.
He's a rat. He's projecting.
Wait, he's calling Joey a rat. Isn't this amazing? How is Joey a rat? Listen to this.
True. The mere fact that a former sitting boss of the Mafia has the balls to say that is funny to me.
Rat
because
radio.
What Joey is doing is projecting. He's a rat. He's projecting.
Well, if he's a rat, shouldn't you love him? What a shit. Imagine him calling him a rat. Well, what the balls on you? This kid is so hurt. He's hurt. Dom Purple, Rug Pulsicali. Dom Rug Pulsicali, Carm. Yes. Coin, you want to buy my crypto? Yeah, put the money in. As soon as you put the money in, he pulls the rug from under, steals your money. Got your money, honey. Look at Fibby. Look at Fibby up there.
Gene Borello and I may not agree on anything ever except for maybe one thing. Maybe one thing, maybe two things.
Not one thing, maybe two, maybe three, maybe seven, maybe everything or anything Gene says. Gene's probably got Fibby like a bowling ball. Gene's got all three fingers in Fibby, and he controls them. They control Fibby, and that's actually a great move the rats did by stealing the emergency contact's little boy. She stole the emergency contact's best friend. Amazing. Amazing. Well, all the rats love each other.
But the reality is, no matter what he did to me, no matter what he did to anybody else, I'm setting that aside for a minute.
Wait, you're going to set aside what he did to your emergency contact's children? What he made all those vicious lies up about her son, her daughter, right? You're going to put all that aside. So you don't love the emergency contact like you say you love the emergency contact. And is she still your emergency contact? If you got 51 Fibby tonight, I want to start a new hashtag. Shout out to Heather. 51 Fibby, home for the fibs. Okay. Always hashtag 51 Fibby. Okay. This is amazing. Let's get back to 51 Fibby. What's going to happen when you do get 51 Fibbied and they call your emergency contact? What is she going to do? She probably think, okay, I'll be your friend again. Okay.
Because listen, I gave as good as I got.
Fine.
So I can't complain about what these guys did to me when I did it to them.
Wow.
I'm not defending Gene. I'm simply
Yes,
saying
you are. Yes, you are. And it's not what he did to you. It's what he did to your emergency contact and her children. She was trying to sue the guy because he was putting all kinds of lies out there about her children, saying they were junkies and they were robbing their houses and all this dumb shit. But you got no love for the emergency contact because you use her for her dad's last name. You only care about is the last name and the clout. But since I guess maybe you've had some friction lately, I don't know. Or maybe you're still all friends. Maybe you're all. Maybe you're gonna make her friends with Gene. You're gonna make their hands touch, right? You're gonna bring them all together. That's what you should do. Make the Rat Squad form like Voltron, the Rat All Star, the dream team of rats.
in this particular case. It's nonsense. He didn't tell on anybody.
It wasn't Gene. Gene didn't do nothing. Gene would not strangle a woman. Gene would never try to kill a woman. He would never do that. Not Gene. He wouldn't tell on nobody. Who would give you that idea?
Let me tell you something about John. He's not going to tell everybody his business to begin with.
What?
He's not stupid.
John Aloyd has told his business. That's why he got arrested, you moron. He was selling baseball bats and butcher knives and signing them. But you watch, it's going to come full circle. When Johnny Aletto gets out of jail, Jeff and Johnny are going to become friends again. You watch it. They're going to become friends again, without a doubt. Yes, Gene would definitely tell anyone for a check. I promise you. Queen Amin, you're 100% correct. Fibby's glazing right now. Fibby's on fire. In the heat of the lies, it's just getting higher. Okay, Fibby's on fire.
He's a lot of things, but the man isn't stupid.
Oh my God, what?
So
Gene's not stupid? Are you serious? He started a fucking snow removal business in Florida. He's not stupid. He threatens women 24/7 on the computer, beats them in real life. That's why he hates Merlino so much, because Merlino and Snuff brought on the young lady he beat up and robbed. Boy, Fibby, you can say you're a fireman all you want, but when the fire goes on and you're hiding under the couch, not putting the fire out, people are going to be like, you don't seem like a fireman, Fibby. You don't seem like you come from the patriarchal Mafia family like you said you was, Fibby. What about all these Colombo cousins, Fibby, and your stance, Fibby? Oh, my God, Fibbins McGee.
He's not going to call Gene up in Florida and say, hey, Gene, I'm loan sharking at like 12%. Oh, it's 4 points this month, Gene. You want in on this action? He's not about to do that.
What? Hey, Gene, you want on this action? You want on this action on the Fibster? Because you and Johnny had some action when he sat on the bed. Oh, my God. LA going to any time? How long? Don't say don't look good. Don't believe anything Dominic Sicali says. He's a rat bastard who robbed his grandmommy, and he's got crypto coin pull-out schemes. I don't know what's going to go on with Aletto. I don't care. He's a filthy stool pigeon. I hope he rots in there with transmissions and gang dropouts. But Fibby's big glazing the stoolies right now. Full rat circle. Full rat circle has commenced. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate it.
So Gene isn't stupid enough to have that conversation on the phone with some of the trouble that Gene has had. These guys are not dumb.
Some of the trouble Gene has had? You mean like woman beating? Stalking and woman beating? Wow, Fibby, you're right with your people. You are with your people now. You are with your people with your beady little close together eyes.
The mere fact that anybody's blaming Gene for that, to me, is stupid.
Wow.
Gene, what's Gene hoping? People that are saying this, I would love for you to say, just explain one thing to me. What does Gene Borello gain by telling on John Halite? What does he gain?
A piece of cheese.
Nothing. If you guys remember, Gene got in big trouble just for going on a podcast.
Oh, my God.
So,
well, Gene didn't get in big trouble for stalking women and choking them, though? Unfiltered Brit, my bro, what's up? Make sure you give Unfiltered Brit a sub. Go check his stuff out. The dude does amazing clip videos. Look at this. Gene did. He won't mention Gene beating women up and stalking them, though, will he? Right? 2 years ago, this guy was trashing Gene Borello, calling him the worst of the worst. And now he's up his ass. That's hilarious. Gene did a funny pull, though. He pulled the emergency contacts rat boy away. They're all probably friends right now. Guaranteed. I feel bad for best friend, though.
common sense. Just use common sense here. And sort of the final thing is, if you don't understand how to read an indictment, and if you don't understand how to read a warrant affidavit, don't even attempt it. Because I'm going to
teacher. Make sure you guys give Hey Teacher a sub and Gianni a sub. If you're not sub Assassino, make sure you sub up to all each other's channels. Only good people. No scandandinas. Fibby and the Mercy Contact, where they belong with the Rat Squad. You bet your ass they are. Rat Squad all day long. All day long.
tell you something, and this is what's going to prove the difference between me, guys like Sakali, who have been in the life, who have been through this legal stuff before. What I'm about to say.
Me and Dominic Sakali, we've been through this life. Yeah, you drop any link you want, bro. Any link you want, man. Look at me and Dominic and Gene. We've been through this life. Like you are glazing the stoolies hard here, Fibster.
Is going to resonate with them. May not resonate to any of you people, but it's going to resonate with them.
Jesus.
Anytime there's an indictment and there's an informant, you're going to see them mentioned T1, T2, T3, and you're going to see examples.
It's amazing how Johnny Aletto just got arrested, and this guy's on there glazing the Rat Squad, sticking up for Gene. Don't, it's not Gene. Gene would never tell on somebody. He would never do that. He would never strangle a woman and stalk a woman.
Of incidents on the night of June 15th, 1984. That's what you're going to see.
That's right, big guy. Fibby's betting the life. Remember, he got pinched for stealing a candy bar at 10 years old. We thought his career started at egging houses. He wrote that book, I Used to Egg Houses.
As well, victims who they're not going to name either in an indictment or a warrant are also going to be T1, T2, and T3.
Yeah, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator.
And if you don't know that when you're looking at it, then you're not, I don't want to say being truthful, but you should be honest that you have no idea what you're looking at. I'm just being honest. I'm not being horrible.
Hey, I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of? I'll make you an emergency contact friends again. And then
anybody. But you have to look at that warrant. And I don't know what anybody else feels.
Hashtag Rat Squad. Shout out to the voice Assassino. Hashtag Rat Squad. He made the name up.
I haven't had any conversations with anybody about this other than a couple
bullshit. You haven't had to come bullshit. You were on the phone with Hootie, Sakali. Notice him and Sakali's thumbnails are looking very similar. He's their bitch. He came in as he had no problem living with the rat John A-Light and being his submissive power bottom, right? He has no problem being Sakali's submissive, tumultuous top.
People in my neighborhood. But the reality is, I have been through hundreds of conversations with anybody about this other than a couple of people in my neighborhood.
Wait, his neighborhood? Do you mean the neighborhood you live in now, the settlement? Because it makes a lot of sense, because Hootie lives next to you. You and Hootie, either Hootie is in your direct building or across the street. He's somewhere in the settlement. So that makes a lot of sense. He actually told the truth right there, other than people in his neighborhood, meaning fucking Hootie, man. They probably have breakfast together every morning at the settlement. Shout out to the H3 hero. Fucking moron. You're going to strike this video, Fibby? I'm waiting for you to strike this video, Fibby. Are you going to strike it? Because I have your community post. When I fight that strike, you're going to regret it, Fibby. Strike the video, Fibby. If you don't strike this video, I promise you, I'm going to do videos every day this week. Strike it. Strike it good. Strike straight. Strike it louder.
But the reality is, I have been through hundreds of indictments, and this warrant is a joke. I'm sorry. It's a fucking joke.
John A-Light is in it. Leave Johnny alone. Leave Brittany alone.
They're not even naming instances. They're just, they're alluding to.
Yes.
Now, does that mean he didn't do it? No. Does it mean he did? No.
What's up, Claudio? Look at him big upping the Rat Squad. Fibby's gonna come full circle. Doggone full circle, Fib. You done gonna come back to your true home. You came home. Bring it home, Fibby. Fibby's coming home, and all the little rats in the sewer are giving a welcome home party. Gene, Sakali, they're all giving him a welcome and home party. Oof.
But there's something bigger to this that a lot of you don't understand.
Something bigger.
Number one, I'm not defending John A-Light.
No,
But I'm
you
not
don't.
going to lie about the guy to lie about the guy either.
I'm not gonna lie about the guy like the guy either, even though I lie about everybody else, and I lied to all kinds of lies. Like I was shot twice, I was a bookie, golden doubloons from heist in Providence, falling from the ceilings, grandpa defecating in the boiler room, shitting in the boiler room. Like, oh my god,
You truly have to understand how loan sharking and conspiracy charges work.
oh my god.
All
All you gotta know is they're a bunch of rats. That's all you need to know.
Dominic and Kelly, like I said earlier. And
Oh yeah, hold on a minute. Cindy Crawford, get me a beer, Cindy Crawford. Oh, sorry, everybody. Cindy Crawford had to go get me a drink. Let's get back to the show. Do you think I'm cool now because I have a girl at my house? Okay, thank you.
Gene Morello, Andy Ruggiano. I mean, all of these guys who have been through the system.
Andy Ruggiano, he's loving all the rats. Fibby's taking on all the rats. There's gonna be a big rat gang bang at Fibby's house. Pierre's opening up the doors. Fago and Pierre are letting all the rats in. Fibby's gonna be Ken Boy. Go look who Ken Boy is. He's gonna be Ken Boy on the swing. Wow, Fibby. This is a real rat gangbang we got going down here. Everybody pick a number. All the rats come in, they're picking their number. Damn, I'm number 23.
Like this will tell you I know what I'm talking about.
Look, other rats like them will tell you I know what I'm talking about. Team Rat, still pigeon forever.
A conspiracy charge. Not that there's a lot of conspiracy charges here, but I want to prove a point to you. A conspiracy charge and how the feds and how the state weaves that.
Well, Queen of Mean, here's the thing. No, Fibby would never go to that feast. No, Fibby wouldn't go. Fibby could have went with Hootie. He didn't. Hootie walked to the feast, same as Fibby could. They live right near it. Fibby won't go. Too much of a coward. He will never go. He will not go to that feast. Maybe Hootie will, so he can yell to the cops and try to make a scene, so cops can grab him and he can get some clout on the internet. That's about it. Because he was just a fucking stupid rat who went down there to scream in front of cops. Because that place is a very small street, Mulberry Street, the Italian festival, and there's cops all up and down it. So he went to the feast to scream, "Hey, I want to fight you!" So the cops break everything up and he can go on YouTube and brag.
Are insane to me. And let me tell you a story. True story. There's a guy I know, a very good guy, and he's an alleged underboss of a crime family.
We gotta listen to this one. He's gonna tell us a true story about an alleged underboss of a crime family. Let's hear it, Fibs. Give me all you got.
Are insane to me. And let me tell you a story. True story. There's a guy I know, a very good guy, and he's an alleged underboss of a crime family. Okay, good friend of mine. He was arrested a couple of years ago and got time for something he legitimately didn't do.
And how does he think about you? Let's say this guy, let's pretend this guy exists. What's some boss of a crime family? How does he think he feels about you loving all these stool pigeons? Which all this is fictitious lies.
And the fact is this. His brother was loan sharking, and a guy came in to drop off the weekly kick. He stupidly brings a friend with him who he doesn't know is tape recording the conversation. As he slides the money across the bar, he says, "Hey, this is for your brother."
As Pierre slides the underoos across the table to Fago, he says, "This is your prize for tonight."
The brother says, "This ain't for my brother. This is for fucking me." But because that guy was taping the call, guess what? The brother gets arrested and goes to prison for 2.5 years for something he didn't even do. That is a fact. Even informants will tell you that that's happened through the course of history in organized crime. It doesn't take much to tap you with a conspiracy.
Yes, Assassino. As soon as Pinocchio says it's a true story, you know it's a lie. Soon as Pinocchio tells you that, you know it's a lie. Yeah, he's got some underboss of a family that loves him. Get the fuck out of here.
And the way that organized crime cases work, it's all about conspiracy, right?
Right?
Another example is a guy selling drugs. You told him not to sell drugs, stay away from drugs, we'll kill you if you sell drugs. He's going to sell drugs anyway. And he can get caught on wiretap, even tell other people, "Yeah, I was told not to do this, but what he doesn't know ain't going to hurt him. Fuck him." And he sells drugs, and just because he kicks the money up.
Exactly, Gianni. Exactly. Johnny's an old Italian guy from neighborhoods like myself and new people. When there was a mob, there's no mob no more, dude. It don't exist no more. It don't fucking exist no more. We even got over here in Rhode Island. There's even state troopers that do like documentaries that even say the mob don't exist no more in Rhode Island. And I doubt it exists in New York either. Like there's a few guys who get out of jail. They spend time with their grandkids and their children. You think they're not on the streets doing anything, Fibby? You people who have all these stupid mafia shows and podcasts, need there to be a fictitious mob family out there so you can make all these lies up and shit. These are all morons.
Guess what? He's getting arrested too, because it's all a fucking conspiracy from the bottom up.
It's all conspiracy from the bottom up. Like I've been telling the truth the whole time. I really am from Providence. Grambino, my bro. Did he talk about the time he? Hold on, let me just do something right here. I'll take care of that. Did he talk about the time he visited the Godfather on the day of his daughter's wedding? Oh yeah, Fibby is Fibby Corleone.
Look at it like a pyramid scheme.
Like a pyramid scheme, like Dominic Sicali just did. Look at it like a pyramid scheme, like my friend Dominic Sicali just did. He robbed his grandma and he's robbing all of you.
People that are talking about this case and other cases have no idea what they're talking about. I'm not talking about Dominic Sicali and those guys that they're talking about. I'm talking about.
Yes, you are. You love them. You're in love. Love is in the air. Love is with Pierre. Yes, they're both fucking. Yeah.
Other people that are inept and shouldn't be talking about this.
Pap needs gas money. Turtle moans. Shout out to Pap needs gas. Sub to his channel. Pap needs gas money's one of my old homies over here, Providence style.
Loan sharking.
Look at him.
Here's the point. You don't even as a captain.
As a captain.
You're not going to want to ask where that money's coming from.
Captain on the good ship, Lollipop is another lie to make fun of my ball. Oh my God, he's talking to the captain of the good ship Lollipop over here, Shirley fucking Temple. He probably watched 5 Shirley Temple movies and drank a Shirley Temple.
That gets you indicted. Even accepting money from a subordinate can get you arrested. You may not know it's coming from X, Y, and Z. He does. And if he,
what if it came from B, F, and G, right? Or NOOP, or W, X, Y, and Z?
He goes bad. Guess what? Or if somebody else goes bad, everybody up and down the line goes away.
They all go away. Every one of them. Whackins and clippings. Clippings and whackins and lying, oh my. That's the kind of this Fibby guy.
And you have to understand how easily a loan sharking charge can come.
Oh,
you own a company and you lend money to a friend and you're using your company email. Boom.
John A. like that. He just lended money to one of his friends and he's an innocent, sweet boy. And he took my V card.
Conspiracy. And let's say your friend's going to pay you back 2 points.
2 points.
He doesn't pay. He can't pay. He makes a call and says, hey, listen, I got this old fucking Chevy Bel Air in my garage, almost fully restored. You want to take that off my hands in lieu of money? Yeah, sure. Not a problem. That's illegal. And I'm not saying that's what happened in this case, but that's how simple. That's how simple.
That's how they arrested all my Mafia family members in Providence. Cousin Georgie with the one arm who lost it from a grenade. But mind you, the grenade did not, the shrapnel didn't hit his ribs, blow through his lungs, hit him in the face. Just blew his arm off alone. Just the arm. Shout out to one arm, Georgie. Gangster, Georgie.
Many of you probably loan shark, you don't even know it. You ever let a friend borrow $25 and you say, hey, 50
Oh, no underboss or whatever then. Now I'm never going to associate with the guy with a show called Mob Talk. Exactly, Bears. What kind of criminal or anybody in any kind of crime, any nationality, any culture of crime, who the fuck would associate somebody called Mob Talk? That's like being a crack dealer and having crack talk radio. Welcome to Crack Talk Radio over here. I have all my crack dealer friends who sell crack on the street over here. Who the fuck is like, give me a break. This is like literally rat radio, right? This just even the fact this kid used to say, I'm the voice of the streets. I'm the voice of the guys. Listen, people who have secret societies or secret fucking criminals who don't want to be known are not going to want to tell a guy with a radio show thing. So be friends with a guy from a radio show. It's ridiculous.
Come back to me. That's loan sharking. Because if you don't get your money, how are you going to react? You're going to hit the guy.
You're going to hit the guy. You're going to do a hit and you're going to do a clippings and a whackings. Clippings and whackings and lying, oh my.
Funny. So we've all done it to some extent.
Listen, we've all done it to some. Oh, you lie, Fibby. You lie like no other. So remember, Fibby was a bookie too. He said he was a bookie from Providence.
But that's just how quickly it happens. I'm not arguing that loan sharking is a victimless crime either. But what I'm saying is you have to understand the system, the laws, and loan sharking and organized crime to even just discuss this with any sort of validity. And you all say, well, Canarsie, you ain't no gangster. You know.
Well, number one, your name's Lohman. It's not Canarsie. Your name's Lohman. Jewish Jeff is embarrassed to be Jewish and Lebanese and Cherokee.
And you're right, I'm not. I never said I was, but I'm around enough people to understand.
No, you said you were a bookie. You said you were a fucking bookie in Providence, Rhode Island. You're a sick puppy, dude. The closest thing you ever got to that life was talking to the emergency contact on the phone. And that's like someone's daughter. It's just ridiculous.
Things work. I've been to enough criminal cases and watched them to see how it works.
He knows how it works.
Now, when we look at state charges, and this is another thing that's going to separate the big fish like us to the little peewees that don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, the big fish like us. Him and the rats are the big fish.
When we look at state charges, sometimes getting arrested by...
Notice that. We. Notice the we. We. Who is we? He's not French, right? He's not a Frenchman. We, bonbons and all that good stuff, right? No, he means we. He means him, Sakali, Hootie, Gene. He is entrenched in the rat circles right now. Entrenched. Give my boy Jason a sub on his channel right there. Make sure you all sub to that channel, or I'm not hitting play again. I'm joking. Sub to that channel. Fibby bought some scratch off, claiming to be a bookie. Yes, he bought a scratch ticket. He bought a scratch ticket and he thought he was a bookie.
The state is more beneficial to a defendant, and I'm going to tell you why. At the federal level, there is less emphasis legally on proving your case. At the federal level, you just merely have to suggest that it's plausible that it likely happened. That's all you have to do at the federal level. The state, completely different. You have to actually prove your case at the state level. But there's a caveat to that. Because the trade-off is, while it's harder to prosecute at the state level, you're going to get more time at the state level than the federal level. So while you may be trading a better chance to win your case, you're going to do more time at the state level.
This is him right here doing like damage control for the rat squad. Fibby. Oh, I'm glad you're out and open. You ripped your shirt off and there's a big R on your chest.
The state charges are not a great thing. No,
he's a snitch. Remember, his lawyer, we have the video. I'll play it maybe one day next week. His lawyer said, and Jeff was on right on the same screen with him. And the lawyer said, the guy Elio, and I like Elio. I think he's a nice guy, good father and stuff. I don't like his friends though, but I like Fibby. Elio said, it goes, Jeff's friends snitched on Jeff, right? They told on him first. And then when the cops came to Jeff, Jeff told on the friends and said, no, he did it. I didn't do it. That's snitching, right? But Jeff was only 19. He was only 19.
They're a good thing. But
this kid's a snitch anyways. Not shocking, right? Shocked.
That's better than some RICO bullshit. Because believe me, if they could have gotten A-Light on some RICO shit, believe me, that's what they would have done.
Yeah, Rat Talk Radio at its finest, Assassinino. The voice knows what's up.
And the bottom line is the mafia doesn't kill no more. They're all about the money. Look at the last 10.
They didn't kill no more. Maybe because there is no mob no more, you fucking clown. Like I said, we have state troopers who do documentaries in my state saying there's no more mob no more. And it's true. There is no mob no more. All them guys went to jail and shit. There are a few old men that do get out. They're gonna spend time with their grandkids. They're not gonna trust anybody. They ain't fucking around on the streets no more, man. Just you're a sick puppy, Fibby, Jeff Lohman.
Indictments over the last handful of years. It's the same thing over and over and over. Bookmaking, loan sharking, bookmaking, loan sharking, bookmaking, loan sharking. Guys who have done like 20 years for murder get hemmed up with bookmaking or loan sharking charges in the last 5 years aren't getting a ton of time. They're getting 1.5 years to 3 years. That's it.
This guy's sick.
And so that's the point. Do I think he did it based on what I saw in the warrant affidavit? No, I don't think it's as clear cut.
Oh, hey, look at him big up in Johnny. This is an old Johnny Aletto video. Gene Borello is holding Fibby like a bowling ball. All 3 fingers are inserted in all 3 holes in Fibby's. Yes, Fibby is a Pat from SNL. This is a total I stand up for Johnny A. Liar video, Johnny Erato video, Johnny Aletto video. That's all it was. And this is why the people that watch you be like, Jeff's fake. He's a fake. He's phony. This guy did lie. He did lie. You told Angel Gotti that you were Raymond Petrarca's grandson. You sicko. You sicko. And Secret Mafia grandpa is just a Lebanese guy, a nice Lebanese, hardworking dude. And maybe he peed in the car in front of the kids. That's what you said, Fibby. And he shits in the boiler room.
They would like you to believe. But there's also recorded text messages.
Why, this ain't Johnny. This is cringe, ain't it? I'm cringing for him.
Recorded voicemails. And that's what's going to be bad news for A-Light. Because you're going to have a hard time arguing a taped conversation in text messages where you're threatening to gut a motherfucker. You know, that's what, if you're looking for the herring, the red herring in all of this, that's going to be the Achilles heel, is texts and voicemails, the things you type, the things you say.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's Fibby. Fibby was created by fucking Dr. Frankenstein. Fibby's the monster. Do you remember in the movie Frankenstein with Al Pacino when everybody's throwing cabbage and carrots and rotten tomatoes at him and chasing him out, hitting him with sticks? I just want to be loved. Look at him. I just want to be loved. Why am I spending Thanksgiving alone? Why am I spending Christmas alone? Emergency Contact didn't invite me over.
As well, wire transactions. I know everybody would love to believe that with crypto, PayPal, Cash App, and all of that you can encrypt it. You can't. There's no back.
So you're saying Dominic Cicali, you're trying to say MC Stool Pigeon, coleslaw, did not do a rug pull, Ponzi scheme.
Boring.
Did not rob Grammy. He strong-armed his grandmother. Imagine going to your 80-something-year-old grandmother. Hey, Grammy, sign this paper for me. What is it, Dominic? Oh, it's just a paper where these landscapers are going to come. You sign this and the landscapers will come once a week to cut your lawn. Okay, thank you, Dominic. Yeah? You're being evicted, Mrs. Cicali. You're being evicted. Your grandson sold us the house. Like, come on.
These companies like that. And so it's going to come down to voicemails, text messages, and legitimately wire transfers. That's it. Those 3 things. Or if this guy that was arrested with John goes bad, well, then there you go.
Wait a minute. If this guy goes bad, well, John's not bad? What do you mean? John's a stool pigeon. Johnny Aletto didn't care about the fentanyl. He's a piece of shit. God rest his daughter's soul. His daughter Chelsea died, the poor girl. Died. And he said he was going to go on a crusade. And that's why I left him alone, honestly. I left Aletto alone for a long time after the daughter died because the guy's daughter just died, God rest her soul, left a 5-year-old baby in this world. And I thought, I didn't believe he would, but the guy is going to help people get off fentanyl, all that shit, right? Nope. Don't give a fuck. Didn't care. He's not out. He should be a better grandfather. He wasn't a good father to his kid, so maybe he should have been a better grandfather to his kid. Nope. Wants to play gangster and extort counsel people and bully people. You rats are all scumbags, and that's why this case with A-Light helps the cause. Shout out to We Push Back. Helps the cause so much because it shows these people. Look, when you give these lying informants a second chance, these lying rats, and you let them out of prison, let them put people in jail on lies and all this shit, they get out and do the same shit. They get out and fucking rob people, attack people. This just makes my case.
I just think, look, and this is sort of my last statement with this. I just think, and it's my opinion, oftentimes you're going to see these creators come on here spewing nonsense and not even understanding what they're reading and they don't even understand what the charges are, the difference of the charges, and what the charges will cost you.
But Fibby knows because he talked to Gene and Cicali on the phone all night long, all night.
And while I agree, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff I hear.
Well, I agree, but I don't agree, but I agree. I don't agree. I don't know what I'm doing.
The one true thing is this. Guys who understand the legal aspects are often the guys who have been in jail. They've been arrested. They've done this.
And they've told on people. They snitched on people. They robbed their Grammys. They pulled the rug on the coins. They beat the girls up.
I've been arrested. I understand how the system works.
That's right, Joe Michael. He hated and bashed Gene Borello for years, but now he legitimized him. Yes, because he's full-fledged Rat Squad now. You don't understand what the Joey Merlino, when Joey made fun of him, that destroyed Fibby. Fibby's been downhill for 2 years, hardcore. Fibby's been on a downhill fucking spiral since then. Real bad. So what is he going to do? Just like he did originally. He embraced the rats, lived with the rats. Now he's back with the Rat Squad. And remember, Gene Borello, he loves Angel Gotti so much, right? The emergency contact, the woman he loves like a mom and all this shit. Remember what Gene Borello, he told some vicious lies about her children. But she'll probably be friends with Gene in a week. They'll all be on her channel in 2 weeks, guaranteed. Bring all the rats home. Bring the rats home, Rat Squad.
And the reality is, I may not like somebody, but I'm not going to wish prison or jail on anybody.
Oh, my God. Motherfucker,
No
what do you mean? You tried to put people in jail. You tried to put all these, even stool pigeons. I don't like stool pigeons neither. But I'm not going to call up and try to get anybody put in prison, not even a stool pigeon. That's weird. He was writing judges and trying to get all these people put in jail. This guy would have anybody put in jail in a minute. That's why he wouldn't go to those feasts. You don't think somebody would see him and punch him in the nose? He'd put you in jail in a minute, this kid. Gene.
We can all disagree
Gene.
on this guy, that guy, but the reality is some people who are discussing this need to step back and let the people who truly understand it speak on it.
Yes, let the rat lovers speak on it. Let the rat-loving people who truly understand rats and truly desire rats and their furry little cuddly rodent bodies explain it.
You've never been arrested, pal, and you don't know anybody in this life, and you live in the middle of the fucking woods, frog gigging, or whatever it is that you do. Focus
I
on
know
something
who
else.
he's talking about, probably Proctor, but you don't have to be arrested to read reports, right? Like, he's trying to say if you've never been arrested and you've been a stool pigeon, you can't talk about this stuff. What an idiot. But he was arrested. I remember, I'm a 3-time felon. He's not a 3-time felon. I don't think he's even a felon. He got in trouble for egging houses or stealing an Xbox. Him and his buddies broke in like the neighbor's house to steal an Xbox. Big criminal crime wave. Or when his crime wave of egging houses when he was 10.
And let the people that understand this talk about it. You're irrelevant in this conversation.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
irrelevant.
And so that's my 2 cents. Look, I got no skin in the game.
He's got no skin in the game. I got no skin in the game. Wait a minute. I thought you hated informants. They hurt your uncles and your grandpas and all these mafia friends. You fucking lying little shape-shifting clown. Fucking nut. You changed your last name, you sick puppy. And you didn't change it for a normal reason, like, you know, you were adopted by your dad and you love your dad. You changed your last. You're not even adopted. You lied about that. But some people, you know, maybe their father was bad and they were adopted by a new dad and they loved him. They changed their name or whatever. I get that. But people like him, he changed his name to Canarsie Brooklyn to act like he was Italian. That also acted to say he was born in Brooklyn. Go watch my last video when I show the Scott William Collier thing. He said he was born in Brooklyn and lived in Brooklyn until he was 10 years old, then moved to Providence, Rhode Island. There was no mention of Virginia Beach, where you were truly from.
I'm a lot of things, but I'm not going to come on here and lie about a guy over some past bullshit. I'm just not going to do it.
Well,
But I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
going to do it. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not going to come on here and lie about a guy. Really? That's all you do. What are you talking about? You said that I said he actually had the balls to say that I made a threat where I was going to be his building. I was going to unalive him in his building and unalive everybody in his building. Like, what? If I ever said that, you would have called the FBI on me. Number one, I wouldn't say that because I don't wish harm on nobody. I don't even know how to bomb somebody's building. That's ridiculous. Number two, you would have showed that screenshot, played my voice playing it. You are ridiculous. He doesn't. If you notice something with Fibby, every time you challenge him, call him out in his lies, he's either sick with a disease or he almost died, he's going to get killed, he's running away, he leaves YouTube, or his doctor. My doctor says I got to leave YouTube. And here he is, just a week ago, 1 week ago to this day, he said his doctor told him to stay off YouTube for medical reasons. He came back to big up the rats.
Did either. And like I said, and I tried to emphasize this, and you guys can say I'm defending Gene. I don't care what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say.
I don't care what you say. I love Gene. I love the way he waxes those brows. I love the lip filler too. I love the way he beats the girls because I'm Jeffrey Lohman and I'm Jewish. Why are you embarrassed to be Jewish, dude? Come on, you could have said Maya Lansky was your uncle or Benny Siegel. Why didn't you just do that, right? He wanted to be Italian, though. What an idiot. Italian Irish. No, he's Irish, Lebanese, Cherokee, and Jewish, which he should be proud of being those nationalities. No matter what you are, you should be proud of it, but not this shapeshifter.
That's right. Gene didn't tell on John A.
Look, Gene didn't.
Learn to read paperwork.
So this whole video, the synopsis of this video was Gene didn't tell on John and John's innocent. Free my Johnny. Johnny gave me yum yum.
Gene is who Gene is.
Look.
Gene is Gene. I am me.
Whoa, listen to this. Listen to him glazing Gene hard right here. Gene is who he is. Gene is Gene, and I am me. And Gene chokes women. He's Gene Simpson Borello. If the glove doesn't fit, you must punch the girl in the mitt.
John A. Learn to read paperwork. Gene is who Gene is.
Wow.
Gene is Gene. I am me. And Gene and I can disagree.
Gene, black is black. Fibby wants his baby back. And I say, hey, I'm giving head to John A. Light today. This is sick.
Reality is nobody should be putting his name into this bullshit.
Wow.
Because
nobody should be putting Gene's name into nothing. I'm defending Gene. Gene bent me over. Gene bent him right over and broke Fibby. Broke him like a Dacian cat of mine.
That's what it is. It's bullshit. And we'll see what comes of this. I kind of have some.
What's going to happen? I can't wait till he's on Sakali's channel. Well, they're all on the Emergency Contacts channel.
Ideas of where I think it's going to go, but that's for the podcast and not this shit.
I have ideas where it's going to go, but that's for the podcast. That I rip you guys off. These people, there's only not many of them. They pay $15 a month to get 2 shows a month about Al Capone's socks and what kind of car Carlo drove in 73. He's always like, my tummy hurts. He doesn't even put out content for them. His YouTube career is imploding, so he must latch on to the rats. He's got to, because everybody knows he's no more of Fibby Corleone. He's not Fibby Corleone no more.
Anyway, those are my 2 cents on A-Light. And you guys can, handle that, believe what you want, say whatever you want about me. I don't care. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. So anyway, all that being said,
I have a daughter. I have a daughter. What time are we at? Maybe we've got time for one more small Fibbins thing. Here's the interview right here. If you're not subbed to this channel, you don't know what you're missing. This channel's got 268 subs. It blows Fibby shit away. Same true crime, taking a break. Think we did that one. Let me see here. Look how many times he's taken a break. Look. Fibby takes a break from YouTube. Fibby explains True Crime Pod, why he took a break. He's always taking breaks and leaving YouTube. Always. Let's go to Best of Fibby Cringe, maybe. 3-for-1 special. What do we got over here? Life of Crime. Let's go to the Best of Fibby Cringe.
Trust me when I tell you.
Let's go to the Best of Fibby Cringe. Let me check the time. We've been on for 2 hours. Should we go through the Fibby Cringe? Press 1 in the chat if you want some Fibby Cringe, or we tackle this another time, because we got so much Fibby content coming down the road on all of my channels. Make sure you sub to all 3 channels. I think I even got 4 of them. All right, Fibby Cringe it is. The people have spoken. The people have spoken. Okay. Here we are. Richard Fibbins, sweating to the oldies. Richard Fibbins, let's go.
Sitting bosses would never fucking talk to me if I was what all of these YouTube stalkers and haters say about me. They know me.
We gotta break this down. Hold on a second. Let's get this on a regular speed right here, because this is glorious.
They trust me and they like me.
The bosses trust me and they like me. Listen to this.
Would never fucking talk to me if I was what all of these YouTube stalkers and haters say about me. They know me, they trust me, and they like me. And I don't know why that's so hard for people.
Do it, Smalley. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, the Mafia likes me. Clippings and whackings.
To understand. And the thing is, you earn your stripes by actions, not by voice.
Yeah, you earn your stripes by actions. Like big up in the rats, living with the rats, betraying emergency contacts. Oh my God.
Wouldn't be a member of 2 social clubs if that's what I was. If I was I could never walk in those fucking doors. And you think they don't?
Member of 2 social clubs. 2 of them, not just 1, but 2. We are in the mind of Fibby McGee. Me, and my Fibby McGee.
Do their background checks? You're out of your fucking mind.
Oh, they did the background check.
What is truly?
That's what he just said. That the Mafia in Philadelphia did their background check and called up the Providence Mafia, who doesn't exist, called them up and said, hey, do you know this guy, Fibby Canarsie? They're like, oh, yeah, Fibby Canarsie? He used to be formerly known as Fibby Loman. He was related to Timmy the Hammer Loman and Georgie the One-Armed Killer Loman. He comes from the Killer Loman faction. Maya Lansky's 3rd cousins.
Crazy to me is these are people who are envious losers on YouTube, who cannot fathom me actually being a stand-up guy and counted on when it matters most.
I love it. This is great. Oh, Dell, my brother. Shout out to the 12, Caledonia. My brother Dell. Was so happy to see my brother back. But this is sick. Listen to this. This is when he was stand-up Mafia Fibby.
I proved my merit when Phil got in trouble in Philly. I didn't utter a fucking word.
Wait, he proved his merit when Phil got in trouble in Philly? What the fuck does that even mean? And that's bizarre and crazy, Fibby Simmons.
This is why I'm in the circles that I'm in.
The circles.
This is why guys were furious.
on the old Discovery Channel way back when. Must have been in between your hockey practice.
Oh, listen to this. Now, this is now. Remember him accusing everybody of bestiality. Remember him lying about Jared Ham, was actually a good guy, and Joe Badders and Jane lying about them. They all sent him bestiality, right? I want you to listen very closely to what him and Andy say about bestiality and videos and who has videos and who doesn't have videos. Listen closely.
College football games.
What was it? Actually,
Let me lower the put the speed back. This is very important right here. Fibby, are you going to strike me, Fibby? I hope you do. I'm waiting for that strike, Fibby. I have your glorious mass flagging post. I have that. Try to flag this, Fibby. Please make my day.
So, the turtle fucking, the great northern leatherneck loggerhead turtle fucking.
You hear that? He's talking about videos they used to watch. Turtles having intercourse. Listen, then they talk about horses.
Now, the horse fucking I laughed at because, it actually takes people to put the penis in the horse the JJ, which is just, that's somebody.
Wow, that's disgusting, man. That's gross. Putting peanuts in a JJ of a horse. Poor horse, man. And now listen closely. Listen. These are videos they're talking about that they used to watch.
Job.
yeah,
Like, obviously, that's somebody's job.
yeah.
Like, I've done a lot of shitty jobs in my life. I've never had to handle horse cock. You got to get combat pay
We're talking about people. They're watching videos of people touching horses' phalluses.
for that. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
But the turtle fucking and the sounds that went along with it.
That sounds like Fibby and Pierre love session right there. So they know the sound. So these two guys are watching bestiality videos because that's what it is. And this goes back to Fibby's projecting. Remember, Fibby always projects, right? Remember lying about him and the Badders and Jane sending him bestiality. But watch what Andy says.
This is 30 years ago. This is 25, 30 years ago. I'm never going to forget that. Never.
No, I still come across
You
videos.
kept it. You.
Did you hear that? I still come across them videos. And what did Andy say? You kept it. You kept the video. So not only were they watching the bestiality, he kept the videos. This is just insane. Projection City.
We're going to forget that. Never.
No, I still come across
You
videos.
kept it. You.
Still fucking drunk. And the nurses knew it. They knew we were fucking just hammered. I was like, hey, Tom.
Now listen to this. He's talking about Tom Sykes, the guy that made the Fuzz Squad with. Watch this kind of, I would say, very Richard Simmons-esque kind of sword fighting. Watch.
It's like, yes, he won a sword fight. Ha ha ha. We're just being dirty and whatever. I roll down the window. I figure
Well, we're being dirty. So him and Tom Sykes, so Squires, are sitting there talking dirty in front of the nurses about sword fighting. And that's either, I don't know what it means particularly. I believe it's when two weirdos put their private parts together. I'm not sure, but it's something weird like that.
I'm probably going to get a DWI. I'm done, right? And the cop comes up and he goes, "Hey."
Yes, Gianni, sword fighting, Fibby's favorite pastime.
"What you doing?" I said, "Driving home." He goes, "Okay, can you put the cigarette out?" I said, "Sure." I flick it out the fucking window.
Real smart.
And he screams, "Get out and pick it up." And the whole reason why he did that was to see what my motor skills were.
His motor skills.
And of course, you're nervous. So you're already shaking. I'll never forget.
Why are you shaking? Because you go, oh, he was drinking and driving. Loves drinking and driving. Fibby is a full-blown alcoholic, and he should get help for that. God bless him. I don't want to see anybody hooked on anything. He is an alcoholic. The late night Fibby drunken streams are probably the best, so kind of I don't want him to get better.
As I'm picking it up, my buddy in the car starts screaming, "He's fucking dead. I can't fucking believe it." So now the cop thinks we've killed somebody.
Now, this sounds like a Goonies story. The kid from the Goonies, Chunk. Remember Chunk? Michael Jackson used my bathroom, right? Give me a break. Why would the cop think you killed somebody?
If there are tapes where the person testifying against me is saying all kinds of crazy shit, that should be allowed into court too.
Nobody ever testified against this guy. This kid is insane. His lawyer told the story. There was no testifying. It was his friends snitched on him, and he snitched on his friends.
And often it never is. And that's why I say it's lopsided. That's why I say listen to Justice Tech Pros.
That was back when he loved JTP, before he wasn't allowed in the reindeer game. Because you remember why he originally hated JTP? Way back then when We Push Back had members when it first started, he wanted to be a member. And he asked the emergency contact. The emergency contact asked somebody else, and they said, JTP was like, no, that guy's content doesn't go in. It don't. His content of Mafia history, all that goofy shit has nothing to do with educating jurors on these stool pigeons in their lives. Has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. So he was told no. He took down all the guilt for the guiltless stuff, all that shit, and went pure hater boy. And that's why he got so mad at Merlino, because JTP was helping Merlino going on the channel. They were collaborating together, and that made Fibby so jealous. And when he gave JTP the shout out and not Fibby, that's when Fibby provoked Merlino's thrashing. That's when he provoked the verbal thrashing from Merlino. Merlino never verbally attacked Fibby until Fibby did it to him. Then he said Fibby was a stalker, weirdo, crackhead who lied about his name and everything.
And so when my grandfather died, my uncle, I think it was my Uncle Joe. My Uncle Joe gave Anthony Solomon my grandfather's pecan and said, maybe now you can beat us.
Now, if you don't know what that is, the pecan is the famous peanut can. The grandfather, according to Fibby, the grandpa, secret mafia grandpa, the Lebanese guy, used to drive around with a pecan in the car with all the grandkids in the car too, and urinate in the pecan as they're all driving because he wants to race the Solomons to the beach. Before the Solomons, he would say it was the Patriarchas. It is sick. Who would bring a can that was urinated in to a wake? That makes no sense. Picture your grandpa just died, and who would bring a can that was urinated in and give it to somebody at a wake? That's gross. Gross. Unhygienic, too. Catch disease.
So, those kinds of stories, there's a lot of things I can say about my grandfather that I keep very quiet. One of the other things is that when my cousin, and I don't want to tell you his name, but when my cousin was going to Providence, I think he's going to Providence College, and he was living with my grandfather just because it was easier there, to live with him or whatever. And my grandfather notoriously would go downstairs to the cellar, and he would take a dump in the broiler room because it was always warmer.
Yeah.
I am going to.
Wow. So the grandfather would go visit the grandson at Providence College, and he would go into the basement of the boiler room and take a dump like Freddy Krueger. He would go down to the boiler room and drop a deuce. That's disgusting. That's disgusting because it was warmer there. Imagine, oh my God, this guy, he thinks he's making his grandpa to look good, but you're trashing the guy. Taking dumps next to boilers because it's warm? Who cleaned that? That's not cool, man. Some of those boiler guys probably went down there 2-3 days later and thought they had like maybe a fucking homeless guy living down there or something, right? Jeez.
People not to do this. Do not live my way of life. No, you don't get that out of them.
Listen. Oh, this is him bashing the Gaudis when he was Team A-Light. Well, not Team A-Light now. 2016-17 Team A-Light.
You don't get that out of them. And the minute they get upset, that becomes very obvious of who they are.
Who they are.
John A-Light.
My nose is clogged. John A-Light is a fucking man.
John A-Light's a fucking man. Always been.
He's a man's. I love when Johnny sweats. Johnny's a man's. Alita, John Alita. Johnny's a man's. Wow.
And whatever's good for the Gaudis is good for the Gaudis. And that's fine. Dude,
Until I become their friend, then I kiss their ass, and then I kiss others' ass, and then I choke on a hanky. If you kiss ass long enough, you're going to choke on shit, folks.
It's your prerogative. That's what you can do.
It's my prerogative. I can lie when I want to lie. It's my prerogative.
But don't sit there and try to make a jerk out of me by lying and saying I made all.
Don't try to make a jerk out of me and say I'm lying when I only lie to lie because lying is lying and lying is flying and flying is lying.
This up because it's not simply the case at all.
You know, it was no big deal to me. I like had gay friends growing up and stuff like that. It just didn't
Yeah, I bet you did.
bother me. It wasn't something that I gave a fuck about. What anybody wants to do in their own house, their own goddamn business. Who am I to say anything? But the fact that my father says, I don't want you to feel weird, immediately told me that he was weirded out. And listen, like I said, it was no big deal to me. I had gay friends, but I was curious.
Yes, you are curious. I'm curious. I want to know what's on your mind. You're curious. You want to feel that man's behind. Now, this is Fibby right here. This is now, let me put your what's going on right here. The father had a party, a work office party, and invited two guys over that happen to be gay dudes. And then he's going to tell us this. I don't even believe this story because either gay or straight, no matter if you're gay or straight, if you go to somebody that you work with's house for an office party, you're not going to run away with your partner and have sex, right? But listen to this story. This is all projection and fantasy from the Fibster.
About where he was coming from on this. And I know I shouldn't have been. And I know I shouldn't have asked what I'm about to ask him. But I asked him how he knew that Ron was gay. Now, first of all, it was very apparent to me. Okay. He's holding hands with another guy. It's pretty kind of goddamn obvious.
Very sick.
You know? And I thought that my father's response would be something that a male would say from my father's time period. And I'm prefacing this because I don't want people to think I'm bashing anybody. I love everybody of every color, every persuasion. I don't care. Okay. But my father's response, I thought would be something very male cliche from his time period. Like, oh,
why would you, all right, think about this. Why would your father have some male cliche time period stuff about two gay dudes that he invited over his house? Evidently, he has no problem with gay people if he's inviting them over his house, right? So this is also makes no sense. So father invites the two dudes over. He knows their sexual preferences. And so Fibby's like, I wonder what my father's going to say. Like a man from that time period, like it makes no sense. It contradicts itself. Listen.
Slurred speech, he's feminine, or he has bent wrists, you know, stuff like that. That's what I thought my father would say. Nope. So I look at my father and say, Pop, I'm curious. How did you know he was gay?
Once again, the curious thing.
And my father looks at me, and I swear to God to this day, this is exactly what he says to me. He says, well, son, it's kind of hard to deny it when you see the guy with a cock in his mouth.
Wow. Just wow, right? Just wow. And like I said, I don't even believe this story, but just wow. Another fantasy of Fibby's, maybe?
And I started laughing. I'm just like dying.
What's funny about that? Two people just stepped off to fornicate in your garage. That's not even funny.
He just came out of left field with it. And he told me that, oh, well, I went down into the
garage to get some stuff, and I caught Ron and Kyle. Period. And I'm prefacing this because I don't want people to think I'm bashing anybody. I love everybody of every color, every persuasion. I don't care.
We know that. We know you do, especially Italians, that you stole the last names in our culture.
Okay, but my father's response, I thought, would be something very male cliche from his time period, like, slurred speech, he's feminine, or he has bent wrists, stuff like that. That's what I thought my father would say. Nope. So I look at my father and say, Pop, I'm curious. How did you know he was gay? And my father looks at me, and I swear to God, to this day, this is exactly what he says to me. He says, well, son, it's kind of hard to deny it when you see a guy with a cock in his mouth. And I started laughing. I'm just like dying because he just came out of left field with it. And he told me that, I went down into the garage to get some stuff, and I caught Ron and Kyle in the kind of garage together. And Ron was never invited over again because of that. But like I said, he was a very, very nice guy.
Wait, why was Ron not invited over, but Kyle was, right? It takes two to tangle, right? Why was Ron blamed and not Kyle?
And was very, very nice to me at my father's funeral. But this,
He was real nice to me at my father's funeral.
That my father caught any sexual activity between two men in the garage? I don't know. I really don't know. But the fact that
he just said his father told him, and he swore to God he caught them, and now he's saying his father might have lied.
Well, kind of hard to deny it when you see a guy with a cock in his mouth.
Wow.
God,
that's.
I know a detective right now that I know since elementary school. That means I'm a cop. That means I'm a snitch. No, but you would associate. All right,
that's just Fibby talking to rapos and stolen valor people. What a psychotic fibster, right? Oh my God. Make sure you are sub to this channel. The link is in the description. There's much more Fibby tales, Fibby sagas coming down the road. We've got some other locals we're prepping right now. We're sending to the farm. I need to ship some locals to the farm. They must be milked. I want to thank everybody coming. Come back, leave some comments on the video, share it, hit like. Make sure you come back and leave a comment, right? Yeah, the father did deserve a better son. 100%. God bless you, Teach. Make sure you give her a sub. Jason, my bro. Bob, thanks. God bless you all. Come back, leave some comments, and support the channel. God bless. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Gianni, Deb, Calm. God bless you all. Bye, Fibby. Strike the video, Fibby. Come on, strike it, Fibby. I'm waiting for that strike, Fibby. You might lose your channel for your antics. Assassino, later, bro.